everybody.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone in Macon, Georgia, and everyone through the World Wide Web. This is the Morning Roast for September 16th, 2013.
Starting off the week pretty good.
Yeah, very good week. Starting very good.
Yeah, tomorrow's election day, and I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, yes.
Finally put behind us all the bullcrap.
Yes.
And all
yeah,
the...
you know what? It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling... come here. You better as well show it now that you mentioned it.
No, to the
What brought that
she
to
is.
mind, Irv?
She's a great lady. I like her. She may win.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
8:04.
I love her, Elaine Lucas.
It's
There you
80.
go.
Yes.
That's a freebie, Elaine, right there.
Yes, it's 8:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time in Macon, Georgia. It's 70 degrees or 68, depending on what your weather indicator says, with a high of 90 degrees and a low of 68.
Ah, wow, 68.
Mm-hmm.
One below 69.
Yeah.
Hey, Nical, good morning, Nical. That's up to Ed. Ed makes the mods. By the way, to all the mods, no banning. The mods do not ban. The only one that ban is me or Ed or Derek.
Yeah, Nick's been here a while. Just remember, you can mute, but don't ban.
Yes.
No banning. You can
No
mute all you want. You can purge all you want. Just no banning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Nical, you're now a mod. Welcome to the crew.
Oh, yes.
And thank you for caring enough to give a crap about any of this. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to start with DS Photo Guy. I saw Lacey on television. She was adorable.
Yeah, I saw with Rex.
Rex, Rex Luthor. Yeah, that dog that you had. Beautiful. Beautiful. Such a good girl.
Yeah.
She's so awesome. And by the way, both of you are like local stars now. You're always on that WMAZ. And they have a broader range of audience.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are doing well. It was her turn. Next week is yours. Okay, I'll make sure I watch. It's kind of nice to see your friends on television.
Oh, you already
I
have?
have the video.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
before we go into that, it's kind of nice to see your friends on television.
Oh,
ain't it?
yes. Yes, it is.
And, I saw also Flaco Torres on Friday is going to be at the Douglas Theater for his, remember that video that we did?
Yeah.
Might as well go. That
Oh,
way.
yeah, definitely.
Let's
The
do that
theater
on
release.
Friday.
Oh, yes.
And that way we'll get to see whether they picked our pictures that they asked us to wait an hour and a half for.
Oh, yeah. Olivia James, yes. She's from Texas, as I recall. Olivia James, the new blonde
Any girl with long hair he likes.
Yeah,
So
well,
that-
basically, if you had two X chromosomes,
Be a man in drag. If it's pretty, he may go for it.
well, I wouldn't say go that far. Maybe if you got two X chromosomes and some estrogen and a smile, you're pretty much in the ballpark.
There you go.
You know,
Nice,
Nical
nice
already
smile,
know-
and your
already
name has to be Chopra or some shit.
couscous. See,
Couscous, exactly. There you go. Nical is on it.
you're already about to.
And,
I ain't.
I love you, DS. I love that saying when he says, "I'll tap that." That's got to be the best saying.
Like a faucet.
I'll tap that. Yeah, well, that's all you'll probably be able to do anyway. Unless you'll sick one of those dogs on you. That they're, you never know. Animals will do almost anything you ask them to do, I guess. Except for mine. Oh, well. Let me see. DS, so Friday, are you going to be available? Maybe we can hook up there on Flaco's CD release party / concert. I'm not sure if they're charging it. I think it's free. Either way, I always get in. So I always walk up to somebody and walk in. At the Douglas Theater. It's going to be at the Douglas Theater, the infamous Douglas Theater. You know that little house next to the church over there by the hospital?
Yeah.
You know that was Douglas's mansion, home, whatever.
Oh, really?
And it's abandoned. It's a beautiful abandoned home that belonged to Douglas, Mr. Douglas, who created the Douglas Theater. And it's right on the strip, right in front of the hospital, right in front of where you work, guy. And I'll tell you, it's a beautiful home, but it's abandoned.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's a shame. Downright
Anyway, by the way, the mayor candidates, they had an outing on the weekend. They were all about town, all about everybody. Of course, you never see them other than during this political campaign.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like they were hanging out in the hood.
In the hood, yo!
Trying to make some headway, I guess. But, the people know better. The people know. You could tell. They're shaking their hands and they're like almost embarrassed.
Oh, man.
Like, why am I shaking this guy's hand? I hope they don't put me all over the paper. But anyway, they were making their final pitch, as they call it. And here's the story. With 3 campaign days left before Tuesday's election, that was, of course, on Saturday.
Okay.
All right, so with 1 day left, we got tomorrow is election day. Candidates spent Saturday pushing their hopes of becoming the first mayor of the new consolidated making big government.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Allen, a retired firefighter, interrupted his campaign to participate in a fundraiser for injured firefighter Eric John. That's that firefighter that was hit by a car on the highway when he was trying to take care of some people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could be politically today, he said, but this is more important than being
You mean what today?
politicking.
Should be politicking, right?
Politicking.
Yeah.
Isn't that what he was doing? I mean, he said, I could be politically today, but what is more important than being with one of my firefighter brothers, Alan said. Joe, I hate to make you sound disingenuous here, but, for crying out loud, what the hell do you think you were doing? You were politically. Oh, whatever. Politicking.
Politicking. Yeah.
Politicking.
Yeah, politically. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You were politically. Politicking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate to wake you up on that, but it's the truth. What else would you be out there for? All right, you were there to celebrate Eric John. Amen. I'll take your word for it.
Mm-hmm.
But you also had the cameras there.
Yeah.
Somebody had to call them up.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're so famous now that everybody has your schedule where you're at. I mean, let's keep it real here, folks. Throughout the campaign, Allen said he's the most qualified candidate for mayor. He also said he think. Look at that. More.
He thinks he knows. Look, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they put down think. He knows what people want this election year.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's Ebonics. He think he know.
No, that's illiteracy.
Oh,
that's a spell check.
I believe voters are most concerned about issues of jobs that I have heard, Allen said. Charlie Bishop was out there too, the former city council commission chairman, also attended a fundraiser. One of several events he planned to attend. I got up early this morning, started again. Bishop said, I am a workhorse and not necessarily a show horse. It's funny because, isn't that what I mentioned to you?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it you or was it, no, it was Anthony.
Yeah, it was Anthony.
I said Joe Allen's face looks like a horse. And so does Charlie Bishop. You look at both of them, they're like horse faces. Big, freaking giant mongoloid heads. They got a long face like a horse. Now he says he's a workhorse. I believe you, Joe.
Irving, why you hate me? But anyway, jeez.
That was good. Anyway, that workhorse. Yeah, all right, here we go. Bishop also thinks he knows what voters want, and of course they did that with a double T. Look, want with a double T.
Yeah.
What? They're concerned about crime and concerned about jobs, and they want the city cleaned up. Political activist David Kuzno, a favorite of ours right here on our show. Good friend. I just spoke to him, by the way. Spent Saturday helping clean up West Macon neighborhood.
Now that's kind of creepy.
Isn't
What?
Yeah, I don't know what's creepy
God.
with have Anthony's face or Miley backing into him.
That is a good picture. And like Joe Allen, Bishop Kuzno believes he's best qualified because he's never held public office. I'm an outsider looking in, and I am able to work with everybody in the community, whether you're rich or whether you're poor, Kuzno said. Former Jack Ellis, Jack Ellis, former mayor, of course. Personal contact with others voters across the city. Everywhere that there's a voter this weekend, there we will be, said Ellis.
No, he
He
wasn't.
also said he believes he knows.
I didn't see him, and I'm a voter.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see him?
He was running up and down. He did run up with his car, screaming out a bullhorn.
That wasn't him. The guy in the SUV, it was some other guy. I see him, me and David seen him. I was waving signs with David the other day.
No.
This guy driving around with a PA speaker. No, does he know?
That was the one I saw was Ellis.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I saw was Ellis.
Yeah, that's it. There you go, too. You can't
Yeah, Big Commission Chairman Sam Hart began his campaign day by attending a prayer breakfast at Mount Moriah Baptist Church.
Hallelujah!
There you go. And who else? Mayor Rickett began his day by breaking a sweat at a 3.1 mile road race. Yeah, he was in a road race.
Okay.
He was running. Later on, we're going to celebrate 100th anniversary of Reagan's Park in Masseyville Road. Voters this year are especially concerned with the economy and improving conditions in the city of Macon, reducing crime, new job opportunity, and increasing the quality of life, he said. The mayoral candidate meets in Tuesday's election.
Woohoo!
Repeated attempts to reach writing candidate Anthony Harris were unsuccessful. Anthony, where the hell have you been? Stupid ass.
Unsuccessful.
They're trying to reach you and give you some credit.
with Miley Cyrus.
Anthony Harris, what are you gonna do? Saibuki for mayor. That's right, Saibuki. Come on down.
Saibuki for me. Yeah, you can be. You're pretty much qualified for it, I'm sure.
Good morning, Mohammed Hussein. Nice to have you on. We always love our Muslim brothers.
Yes.
Of course, you have your Vorpabites here. They hate them. So, you got them all here. Welcome. And who else? Oh, Manny's on. Kiwi guy is on.
Harry Boner. Yeah.
Harry Boner. Yes, Mr. Boner. How you doing?
Crazy stuff going on here.
Sure that most guys wake up with one.
Yes.
Some of us. Oh well. Anyway, so that's the news so far. We got candidates riling to try to become mayor. Tomorrow is the day. And then, of course, there's the main, that if there is one, there is a main election on November.
Yes. You got something for me?
Yeah, I got a story. We got to cover this, man. This is a tragedy that happened
What do we got?
over the weekend.
Why don't you preface your story?
Okay, I'll go into.
Well, we gotta cover this. Ed is
This is big
insistent.
time shitstorm.
Oh yes, we might as well go and say this is the wing dang doodle of the hour.
And they got video.
Of the three of it. It's about a police fatally shoot unarmed former football player who may have been seeking help after a car crash. This is not. I know this may be sports related, but sports won't be until the next hour. But this is a really.
No, this is our sports.
This is a sad story.
Yeah, it's a really terrible story.
Let me do the video.
Okay, go ahead.
He basically knocked on a lady's door. Then she called the police. He kept knocking. The police showed up. He came running to him. and tragedy struck.
And shot him to death.
Gunshots startle neighbors in the early morning hours of Saturday. Sounds of sirens follow minutes later.
I never see anything like this go down. I mean, this is a very good neighborhood. To hear that happen, I don't know, this is crazy.
Help can't get here fast enough. 24-year-old John Farrell is dead, shot multiple times. Police say it all started after Farrell wrecked his car on Reedy Creek Road. The four-door sedan so mangled, police suspect Farrell had to climb out a back window. They believe he ran to the closest house for help. A woman hears banging on her door, believes it could be her husband.
To her surprise, it was an individual that she did not know or recognize. She immediately closed the door, hit her panic alarm, called 911.
3 officers arrived to find a man matching the description given by the woman to 911.
As the officers approach him just to determine if in fact he is the individual, what's going on, he just immediately takes off and runs toward a particular officer, and that officer attempted to retreat, but at the same time fired his weapon.
Tonight, friends and family of Farrell's ask for privacy and prayers, taking to social media, expressing shock and sadness, calling Farrell a happy and goofy guy. Farrell, a former football player at Florida A&M, remembered in this photo by a friend who says he's known Farrell since the two were just kids.
Our heart go out to the Farrell family, quite naturally, as well as the many members of the CMPD family. This is never something easy.
There you go.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
well.
It's a really sad situation.
I can't even, you know, it's funny. When I used to drive, when I was living up in Lilburn, and I would have my roommate in the car. He was a white boy. I told you, Daryl Davis.
Yes.
He was four great out of Jefferson Davis, the infamous president of the Confederacy. His great grandson was my roommate. And we would drive around, and he would tell me, he would say, you know, if we get stuck over here, I ain't going anywhere near those houses because you can get shot coming up to their house. I mean, the fact that he knew that was normal information up in Gwinnett County goes to show you how screwed up people could be.
The world is screwed up.
He said, don't even go near those houses. If you get stuck on a road, wait till somebody comes by and have them call the police, or call the police on your phone.
Exactly.
Don't even get out and go and knock on some neighbor's door because you're going to get shot.
This whole world's fucked up, man.
This is the way it is, folks.
Yeah.
And especially this young man, he went out. All right, he was banging on her door. I mean, I don't know what the details are, but certainly, you know.
He was banging on the door. She opened it. She got scared. She closed it. She hit the alarm, called the police. Police showed up. He went running to the police. And the guy shot with a stun gun, which I'm assuming is taser, and didn't work. So the other guy shot him.
That's a good question.
Multiple times.
Yes.
That's a good question. He didn't have a phone. Or is that in fact the case? He didn't have a phone? That would have been the smartest thing to do, unless he ran out of battery.
Yeah, unless he had a low battery, yeah.
You know,
or maybe it was wrong. Maybe it was those places where he wasn't able to get coverage or something.
Maybe. Like that's why he went knocking on the doors. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that would make sense. He didn't have a phone, and if he did, maybe he was dead, like he said. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just very sad. A young man's life wiped out. The car wreck didn't kill him. Isn't that?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah.
That's about as shitty as it comes.
Oh yeah. Sabuki says maybe the wreck that he was in gave him a concussion and wasn't thinking straight.
Maybe that's another. They'll find out in the autopsy how bad Of course, and once they pull the bullets out of his body, they'll go to that maybe. Who the hell knows? But believe me, anyway, the cop got suspended, from what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Or they consider it manslaughter. Right?
Okay.
He turned himself in. You know, let me just say this, folks, on behalf of our beloved police department here in Macon, Georgia, and I don't mean that facetiously. These guys have a hard job to do. You know, you watch the cops and you watch all those shows, and you watch the mystery detectives and all these guys. You know, God bless them. Some of these guys, they see so much shit.
Yeah.
That it's no wonder why. I mean, I would be going crazy shooting up a storm if I was a cop.
Well, look
dealing with the shit that they got to deal with.
By the way, I talked to somebody who was there. Okay, they didn't see the actual shooting. They heard the gunshots. Okay, and they saw Sammy. All they saw was he slowly sat down on the curb, and he was alive for a while until the paramedics came.
Yeah.
And then he died. And Sutton didn't do anything to try to save his life or nothing.
Didn't use any CPR.
I think Sutton didn't call the police until a few minutes.
Well, that was what he got in trouble for too, because he called dispatch. He called dispatch before he went on that call.
Yeah.
And he didn't. They would have sent somebody else. Sammy might be alive today.
That's right. I remember there's something really interesting. This Kim Saran from University of Nevada in Reno said something about this particular story. It has 1,000 likes on here. Says they don't track cop shootings because too many would be out of a job or in jail if they did. It says, but this needs to change. Police are not gods who can get away with murder anymore. And Bernard Ture says, you are correct. Take a look at the Kessler nut in PA, Pennsylvania. He didn't shoot anyone yet, but his violent video suggests he would shoot anyone that doesn't agree with him in a heartbeat.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I'll send the link on here in case someone want to read the comments about this particular story, and just go have at it. Put your remarks on there. I think do you agree with some of the people who said who commented on what they said? Talking about losing some.
Well, this is the latest in Georgia. There was a middle village man shot in the head while was sitting in his car. How's that one?
A Milledgeville man.
Yeah, Milledgeville. Milledgeville man is in critical condition after he was shot in the head while sitting in a car. On Saturday morning, Courtney Culver was sitting in his car at the 1100 block of West Thomas Court when a bullet struck him in the back of the head. Culver identified the shooter as Michael Palmer. According to Reggie Hill of the Milledgeville Police Department, Palmer was booked in the Baldwin County Jail and is charged with aggravated assault with more charges pending. Hill says the shooting was a domestic incident. Domestic. Maybe they were
partners?
They were partners? Who the hell knows?
Something.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Very sad. Very sad.
They could be frank with each other.
Yeah, be frank with each other.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Another shooting. We're going on a roll here.
Okay, you got another one?
I hit that button again.
Okay.
19-year-old is arrested, under arrest, for he allegedly fired shots into a home on Mercer University Drive. This is right around here.
Yeah.
On Sunday morning. After 5 a.m. So could you imagine you're waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning, you hear shots, if that?
Yeah.
Well, here we go. James Tolliver is charged with aggravated assault. According to Macon Police Department, Tolliver shot at a residence In 2856, Mercer University Drive, no one was injured. Tolliver was eventually arrested at his mother's home, 985 Plant Street, Macon. There you go. Another infamous shooting.
Yep.
This is what happened, folks, when guns are
do the crime,
prevalent.
you gotta pay the time.
You have a harder time buying Twinkies than you do buying a gun.
What? Really? Well, not that I bought Twinkies, but
I don't see Twinkies everywhere like I used to.
They brought them back though.
They did, but I guess they were only in the supermarkets.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Speaking of something about trying about paying the price, there's a Thomaston woman pleaded guilty this past weekend to federal charges that she stole people's identities and used them to file false income tax returns that resulted in the government paying her more than $100,000. Edney Von Orr-Goff, age 37, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to file false federal tax returns and aggravated identity theft before the U.S. District Judge Mark Treadwell. According to U.S. Attorney Michael Moore's office, Goff admitted to illegally filing income tax returns using stolen taxpayers' personal identifying information, including names and social security numbers. The scheme resulted in the government issuing more than $100,000 in refund checks. Whoa. Finally, Goff will be sentenced in early December, and she faces a maximum of 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine on the conspiracy charge. The identity theft charge carries a mandatory 2 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Definitely.
Remember, the Internal Revenue Service can screw up all they want.
Mm-hmm.
But God help you if you screw up.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
They will destroy anything that you have ever built if they can.
Mm-hmm.
To make sure that you remain a pauper.
Oh, yeah.
They don't care. They really don't care. By the way, did you hear that Macon is currently in the finalist for the most positive city?
The happiest city.
The happiest city.
It's number 2.
Or the friendliest city.
But you know what?
But it's
There's only 3,000 freaking people that voted in that Rand McNally.
Yeah, for the friendliest, Ed, which I guess is happiest.
It is a joke. Of course it's a joke. Because how are you going to be...
We got 616 votes.
Yeah, but the thing is, how are you going to be part of the happiest, friendliest city in the world or in the country, but yet you have crime out the wazoo? Yeah, you have one of the most crime-riddled cities in the country as well. That's like saying, welcome to Macon. We kill you with kindness.
Yeah.
Yes.
We kill you with kindness. I like that.
Have a commercial.
Yeah.
Have someone pick up your pocket or something. Have you get mugged and stuff, and thanks for taking my wallet. So anytime, it's a place you have a ski mask on.
Yeah. I don't want to offend you with my blackness, so I'm gonna wear my ski mask.
Yes.
Because we're so friendly out here, we don't want to offend anybody.
Yes.
We're an equal opportunity thief.
Yes, equal opportunity.
All right. Well, the city of Macon is one of the top 5 friendliest towns in America.
Yeah.
That's according to Rand McNally, Best of the Road contest. Didn't they go out of business? When did they come back?
They've been around.
I thought they were hit by the, Macon Mayor Robert Rickett says there's only one way to spell the friendliest city. M-A-C-O-N. Macon, he said.
Mm-hmm.
Brad McNally is holding a contest to find the top friendliest town in America. Macon eventually or recently made the top 5. To win the friendliest category, the rules say the city has to be all about the people and how they are treated.
Yes.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Folks in these towns go the distance to take care of one another and to make visitors feel immediately at home, Rickett said. They are also dedicated to community service projects that ensure a better quality of life and celebrate civic pride and history. Mm-hmm. The city has recently asked community members to make a difference by using social media, recently winning the Benjamin Moore Paint What Matters contest to revitalize 2nd Street. Now, Macon is asking its residents to make one final push to become America's friendliest city. They're being asked to produce a video or a photo tour, an essay that persuades judges. They can also do it by using social media, posting pictures of interactions between people, laughing, talking, shaking hands, or welcoming new visitors. Signs to say "Welcome to Macon," Ricketts said. Officials say the goal is to make the city a travel destination as opposed to one where people just drive through. To continue supporting and letting the country know about Macon, go online and use the social media to show our friendliness. And you can do that at www.bestoftheroad.com/town/Macon/Georgia/3168. And if you don't get that, go to Facebook. It's probably the best way to do it. You could also go on Facebook at www.facebook.com/bestoftheroad.
Yes.
There you have it.
Definitely. There, yes.
Yes. Go and make a video of you getting mugged and the mugger shaking your hand saying, "Thank you very much for your wallet."
Thank you very much for your wallet.
It was very nice of you to just hand it over.
Hi there. Please, welcome to Macon. They kill you with kindness.
There you go. There you go.
That'd be
drive through. From what I hear, drive around would be better choice.
Did you hear about that guy who was running for congressman and was walking down the road and motor come up to him, said, "Give me all your money." He said, "You can't do that. I'm a congressman." He said, "Well, give me back my money." Boom.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
You got a million.
Depends on whether you're a righty or a lefty.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, to increase tourism, maybe we should change the name to Bacon. Let me see. Macon, number 19, the world of number dominatrix, dungeon-serving politician, and local news reporter. Yeah. Actually, that's New York, kid. Hate to say it.
Ed is behind the computer. Who are you, Southpaw? I have a question for you. Master Meatball says, "Give me all your money, please." That's not a question.
I like rectal exam says, can't believe these names. America's most friendly city is Detroit.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. They have a lot of man's best friends around there.
Uh-huh.
Like 50,000 of them.
Yeah. Well, at least 50,000. Say maybe more. So Boogie says, drive through from what I've heard, drive around would be a better choice. The muggers don't beat you to death. They let the police shoot you while you go for help.
You know, Shibuki, are you sure you're not from Macon, Shibuki? I mean, you are right on it. Yeah, Macon needs something big to attract people. After you've been in Atlanta, Macon is a snore.
Yeah.
A snore, a bore, a whore. What else?
Well, I wouldn't say a whore because you got to be at least somewhat aroused to be with a whore. But
well, you know, a cheap whore. How's that? Like they have in New York. A cheap whore. No, look, I agree that Macon does somewhat care about its people in some way.
Yes.
But in other ways, it just doesn't. I mean, it's all, you know, it's all who you know here.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's cliquish.
Oh, yes.
It's very cliquish.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's starting to break up a little bit because now nobody trusts anybody anymore. Even friends are going back and doing something else. Good morning, Jay, close to you.
Oh, yes.
But I don't know. None of the questions about the overwhelming amount of conspiracy claims about the end of the month. National event will begin martial law with pending war. I'm inclined to agree of its possibility. Master Meatball, please. No conspiracy theories right now. Keep it simple this morning, please. That whole shit with Syria and everything. We have no control over it. All we're going to do is bitch, moan, and whine. And we're still going to wind up with the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
So why even bother? All you can do is maybe affect a little bit around you, like we do here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it, I'm not going to sit here and discuss all about shit that we have absolutely no control over.
Yeah.
And, what are you going to do? FEMA wants to come in and take over, let them.
Yeah.
America's all screwed up. I don't trust it anyway anymore, like I used. Who cares?
Pardon me, would you have any great...
Yeah, keep it simple, Master Meatball, meathead.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk all this highfalutin shit, and what are you going to do to affect it, Master Meatball? What are you going to possibly get done that's going to make any difference in the world where I would want to engage you in a long-winded ass conversation because I know you're going to get shit done? What are you going to do about it? How can you affect Syria, United States, Russia, with a name like Master Meatball? Give me a frickin' break. It doesn't sound like you're a frickin' genius even picking out your name.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
I got some for you.
Oh, I'm completely right.
I got some.
Okay, yeah.
Well, it's not exactly serious, but this is just much more something national news about some that's going on in Colorado.
All right.
It says more than 1,000 residents are stranded in the wake of the ferocious flooding and relentless rain that have killed at least 5 people and left 19,000 homes in Colorado.
That place is completely flooded,
damaged or destroyed. Yeah, according to officials. Well, yeah, Colorado's just flat land.
Well, they got mountains.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, forgot about the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, I'm thinking Nebraska.
He's thinking of Macon, Georgia.
But
we got the mountains and all that shit coming down the mountain, all that fucking rain.
Yeah.
And
the
creeks are overflowing and people's houses are floating away and people are missing and shit.
Yeah. Okay. My mistake.
They're dying.
Yeah, I had a mistake for them.
That's what the Bible said. This shit's gonna happen.
Wow.
Yes. Flooding, disasters.
Yes, a total
murder,
mayhem. Yes, a total of 1,253 people are also
raping,
unaccounted
pillaging,
for.
Plundering.
Yes. There's a total of 1,250. A total of over 1,200 people are also unaccounted for. But officials caution the number is subject to change as widespread flood recovery efforts continue. The Colorado Office of Emergency Management reports that 5 people, 4 in the Boulder and 1 in El Paso County, are dead. It says Nick Christian of the Larimer County Sheriff's Office says that with so many missing, the number of dead will likely rise. There's a national helicopter carrying civilians out of Lyons, Colorado, was grounded by heavy rains and floodwaters yesterday and Sunday. The crew has been forced to wait it out and spend the night on higher ground, according to a National Guard news release. Just another problem in the continuous stream of misfortune as so many in the flood zone. All in the flood zone.
I don't know. I think what America's going through is has to do with global warming and all that shit. But you think about it. Saibuki said God hates America. I don't know if God hates America.
He hates people.
But let me tell you, America's been
He's really ticked off. He's very ticked off.
I mean, we're only 250 years old, if that. What are we? 230 something, whatever.
230 something.
1976, we were 200 years old. So whatever
that's 37.
Yeah, 237 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, greed is the biggest issue. I mean, greed is obviously sex. All we are is screwing around like jackrabbits. Americans into this Miley Cyrus and all this garbage that we're putting out. I mean, we've been going to hell in a handbasket now for years.
Oh yeah, well, decades.
Now it's starting to affect. I mean, not to say that these floods are reason, because Miley Cyrus twerked her way into our hearts
and made the floodgates
and into
open.
our crotches.
Sitting there fucking licking a goddamn sledgehammer while being naked. I did that at Home Depot. I got arrested.
I mean, all I could say is
it
doesn't surprise me. It is going through a midlife crisis. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
America now
needs Viagra.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to get Viagra, because there've been plenty of people who've been screwed by marriage. Last thing you want to do is give somebody who's been screwing you some Viagra.
Yeah.
That's like giving a Bengal tiger a submachine gun. It's like
Speaking of morals, you got that story I sent you about the guy in Warner Robins?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think so. The man who plotted to.
You're right, rectal exam. No. One huge problem is morals. A lot of people today have none.
Let me see if I can.
Very good. That's a good point. Back in the 50s, the Russian state American downfall will be the deterioration of family morals and values. Well,
I send it to you right now.
Those scumbags got it right. Maybe once.
Mm-hmm.
Those Sputnik heads.
The Sputnik heads. We will crush you, we will destroy you.
Yeah.
It is all over for you, Ric Flair, because I know that my nephew, Nikita Koloff, will destroy you, and he'll be new world champion.
Destroy?
Yes.
I like that. Oh, by the way, yeah, that girl, what is her name? She's got that show on.
To my
Melissa Harris Perry. Yeah, she's cute, but every time I look at her braids are getting bigger. It's like, what's up with that?
You got it there?
She looks so pretty without it.
Let me. Okay, I got it. I'm just trying to.
All right. Oh, by the way, we celebrated once again.
Mm-hmm.
The world always celebrates its dead before they celebrate the living.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the 4 little girls that were celebrated yesterday. God rest their soul.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
During the Ebenezer, what was it? No.
The 16th Street Baptist Church. Bombing in Birmingham, Alabama, 15 years ago.
They unveiled a statue, very pretty, with little birds and little girls, and kind of. Why don't you read that story? It's a heartbreaker because even today, you look at those little girls, and it just breaks your heart to see those little innocent faces were just wiped out.
Yes, 4 girls. 3 of them were
people's hatred.
3 of them were 14. One of them was 11 years old. Denise McNair, who was 11 years old, the youngest of the 4, Carol Robertson, Addie Mae Collins, and Cynthia Wesley. The other 3 were 14. A former Ku Klux Klansman, Thomas Blanton Jr., 62 years old, was convicted of the murder. Even though it happened in 1963, Thomas Blanton Jr. was convicted of murder on Tuesday, May 1st, 2001.
Yeah, I was 1 year old.
Yeah. He was 2000, but it took 2001 just to get one of the guys put in jail for it, basically. And the other guy, Bob, I think they call him Bob Dynamite Bob Chambliss. He was took maybe like about 15 months, took about a year and a half after the bombing to actually put him in jail. But they realized that he wasn't working alone, so it's like it took another 15, 20, 30 years to get the second one.
The second guy, yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe putting this statue up maybe is a way to finally like put a close to this chapter and probably get it.
You just wonder. I mean, where was the support for getting this guy thrown in jail? Obviously, almost none.
Well, almost none, because back in the day they obviously didn't believe in snitching. And I mean, at that time, like I said, back then, a white person going to jail for. Back then, 50s and 60s, even as far, and even earlier, obviously. Back then, a white person going to jail for killing a black person was like
Emmett Till.
Yeah, them going to jail is like someone trying to press charges on an orchid man for killing roaches and stuff. They really thought it was like, you got to be kidding.
It's a hell of an example, Derek.
I know. I'm not saying that about black people because I'm black.
There's nothing wrong with people killing roaches for a living.
Yeah. Yeah, what he said. Send all your letters to him. But I'm just saying that's the comparability of some people's that's the mentality of some people. Like, what? I'm being charged. You know, I mean, they had that type of mentality, and they just didn't care. And you know, I mean, it took them 15 years. Took 15 months to put one guy in jail, and then another 40 years to get the other one. It's like, it's, you know.
Wow. Well, I'll check this out.
And even Condoleezza Rice was, I believe, was a classmate of one of the four.
Yeah, she was. I still don't trust her. Anyway, no, Harry Boner, I'm playing with my fingers. By the way, our legal system is broken because a private company's taken over the penal system. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Never thought of that. And Manny said, don't you just love how the lady of justice arms just swing towards the white side? Something tells me that lady is not blind. And she might just be a paleface.
Paleface.
Well, she is kind of a white lady. She don't look like no.
Well, she's not really
Mama Junebug either.
I mean, she's alabaster probably, but not really white. I mean, that's just basically the color of the cement or plastic.
Look at her face. Her face is European.
Well,
her face does not look like a black. She doesn't look like Whoopi Goldberg. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you put it that.
She don't even look like Mama Celeste. I don't know what that. She looks like your typical tall white Caucasian
blindfolded
European female.
Yes.
That's blindfolded. Blind justice. It's supposed to mean that she has no, it doesn't really matter whether you're black or white and you're blind to it. Bullshit.
I got what you mean.
There's another
meaning
behind that.
Yeah. The court system was contrived by whites there. That was to me. Okay, I see. She looked like Mama Cass.
She might look like Mama Cass. Well, yeah, she gained weight. The way the criminal justice system is today, it is fat and bloated, and lazy. Why does it take so long to run some of these cases through? I mean, all a judge has to do is sit there, read the paperwork, make a judgment, and move on. Mm-hmm. But you have to sit there 5 months and wait. They still even haven't executed this guy who killed that. Stacy girl or Lacey, you remember? Mm-hmm. That good-looking guy? What the hell is his name? Whatever. That son of a bitch is still sitting in jail.
Yeah, I got a big story. The world's oldest man dies in New York at age 112.
Yeah, Peterson. Thank you, Lord of Likens. It's always good to have intelligent people on our show.
Yeah, Scott Peterson, that's what you're talking about.
We have a lot of stupid people, so it's kind of nice to know that we have a few that are intelligent.
Yes. Yes, as I was saying, the world's oldest man dies in New York at age 112. He was a self-taught musician and coal miner and gin rummy aficionado from West New York. He was 112 years old.
Yeah.
His name was Salustiano Sanchez Blázquez.
Sí, from España.
Yes, from España. Yes,
he actually looked like my grandmother.
Yes. He became the world's oldest man when Juromon Kimura from Japan died this past June 12th at age 116.
Yeah.
He was born, Mr. Sanchez Blázquez was born on June 8, 1901 in the village of El Tejado de Bejar, Spain. And he was known for his talent on the dulzaina, the double reed wind instrument. He taught himself and played at weddings and village celebrations. At 17, he moved with his older brother Pedro and his group of friends to Cuba, where they worked in the cane fields. And
that does make sense. Manny says we always talk about the oldest person after they die. They are not the oldest living anymore.
Yeah. He was the oldest. Yeah, he was the oldest.
And his dying words were, "It's about time."
Sanchez Blázquez said his longevity was attributed to eating 1 banana per day and his daily dose of 6 Anacin tablets. His daughter had another theory. She said, I think it's because he's an independent, stubborn man.
That's right.
How your dick hanging?
Well, not unlike the 100-year-old woman, but I'm quite sure she would have loved to give him a last go.
Yeah, nobody talked about this guy when he was living, and Manny asked, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Because he wasn't the oldest man?
Yeah. The oldest authenticated person was Jeannie Louise Calment of France, who died at the age of 122 years and 164 days. Now, Arturo Licata of Italy, who's 111, is now the leading candidate to be officially recognized by Guinness Records as the current oldest living man, according to Young. Guinness will make a pronouncement on Licata on a later date. The world's oldest person, regardless of gender, is a woman who is 115-year-old Misao Okawa of Japan.
Is it her? This one here?
Who?
That's right.
How your dick hanging?
No.
Oh.
No, she doesn't sound Japanese. I'm just... But I guess if she get enough of them, you know, Bozak, she probably break that record.
Get enough of a boner.
Yeah, get enough bonus, she probably could hit it. I wouldn't be surprised.
112 years old. Could you imagine? He lived 12 years after George Burns, who had a great life. Bob Hope.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a simple old man. You know, nothing spectacular about his life other than that he lived till 112 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we're all better off living a simple life.
Possibly.
I'm actually looking for ways of doing that currently.
Mm-hmm.
I've been feeling like a little depressed lately.
Yeah. I was depressed this whole... Well, I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I fell asleep. Like I said, I fell asleep on my way around because after like this
That's
weekend,
a sign of depression.
You know, maybe because I've been tired.
Yeah.
Especially because this past Saturday and Sunday, well, my sister's youngest child, her first biological child, my youngest niece Chloe turned 2 yesterday. And we had a party on Saturday instead of Sunday. We had a lot of
food.
Yes, a lot of food. A lot of barbecue wings and macaroni and cheese, coleslaw.
Yeah, so it had nothing to do with you being depressed. It was just that you overate. And you were all that blood was in your stomach.
Ugh, had the itis.
Left your brain.
And I missed. And the thing was, I was gonna check out the Sunday night game on NBC, and then I was flipping between that and the Miss America pageant, so I can't believe I missed both of them. So I was like, geez. But I did get the results. I'll talk about the sports later in the next hour. But
yeah, that was depressing looking. Miss America, like at one time when I was a kid, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, now it's so...
antiquated, I guess.
Whatever. It's just silly.
Yes.
All these women bouncing around, dancing, trying to like who cares?
Well, I don't know. I guess some people care.
Aren't you a happy?
Don't even make. I know you're gonna be making jokes.
God, look
I know you're
who
gonna
won.
be making jokes. I know you're gonna make.
Holy crap!
Nicole 3000 Irv. Hold on to your jokes before you start making fun of me. Okay.
Check this out, guys. It's typical.
Miss America wins a crown. The first Miss America of Indian descent wins the 2014 Miss America pageant.
There you go.
Her name, she's from New York, so she's a second New Yorker in a row, Miss New York, to win Miss America. Her name is Nina Davaluri. She's 24 years old, and she
Davaluri in that.
Yes. And she just won. She's the second, like I said, she's the second New Yorker in a row, Miss New York to win.
Why does she look like they're stepping on a foot?
Well, cause she's screaming. She's not like yeah, like that. But the thing, she's the first one, and I guess some people were kind of happy.
Who gives a flying crap?
But they just talk. But all
do you really care?
It's
yes,
not that
you do, of course.
The woman is hot. Sheesh. A brother dates one Indian woman from college, and all of a sudden they want to label me. Go figure. But anyway, the problem is, at least according to CNN, that no sooner that the tiara had been placed on top of her head, Miss Nina Davaluri, the first Indian American to be crowned Miss America, there's been a barrage of racist tweets flooded the internet. It says, quote, "If you're hashtag Miss America, you should have been an American." Well, she is. She's born in America. And then there's another person that screamed in caps, "When will a white woman win hashtag Miss America ever?"
Well, check this out. That's what they're saying. They said the racists on Twitter had a field day about Miss America. Practical Exam says, "I would care if she makes a porno." Lord of Lycan says, "Indian women taste good." Good morning, Iraq. Be honest, Eric. Your bedroom wall is covered in Indian woman posters. It's true. If it's Indian, it's in his field.
Sabukas is tits and teeth again. Okay.
It's true.
Her parents will not allow. Nikhil 3000 like her parents will not allow her to marry anyone who is in India. Sorry, DB.
Yeah. It tastes like chicken masala. Oh, by the way, there's an active shooter in Washington Yard. We'll look at that story when we come back from break. Iraq. If you have the link, put it up so we could look at it and read it.
Yes, I think. Matter of fact, I think she won. She had a dancing routine that she did of Bollywood. That was one of her.
Go figure.
Go figure. But I mean, it's not anything.
Yeah, stick
crazy.
to what you know, right?
But the thing is, a lot of people have been talking about it because one woman, she was from Texas, I think, not Miss Texas or some lady. She had a tattoo that was like from her side on her side, and it goes, to her hip. And then she said she wanted to be real. It's like, she didn't want to be a hypocrite. It says like ladies don't get tattoos, little girls don't get tattoos, and she's tatted up herself. So she wanted to be real. So she should walk around in her.
She wanted to be stupid. How do you make a point like that? Why can't you do it without it? Mm-hmm. Why does she have to go out and get a tattoo and go, look, don't do this?
Yeah. Well, she didn't do this, but I mean, in the swimsuit category. But she just happened to want to be rich. She didn't want to sound as a hypocrite to my don't get a tattoo, and she has a tattoo.
Ridiculous.
Even in one woman in Miss Florida, she had like a knee brace on her leg, which I was wondering what was wrong. Was like, why she got a broken leg or something? But she basically twisted her ankle or knee when she was doing a baton twirling, practicing her talent competition.
Real talent, yeah.
Yeah, and then she walked with her knee brace and bikini on. She kind of looked like Robo Babe,
Whatever. I think it's a stupid contest. And I'll tell you the other thing. You notice how they have the second host now. How they have that woman that's on CBS Morning News. I guess they fire her ass. And she used to be the original Antiques Roadshow girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's 9:01. I guess it's time to go on a break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching the Morning Roast live in the Nut House.
We'll be back, I guess.
Yes.
After this.
Yeah.
So exit, station F.
Anderson Cooper 360, weeknights at 8 and 10 on CNN.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
That's good stuff, Ed.
Very good stuff.
Thank you for your videos. By the way, I'm trying to find out information about the shooter who just shot up but he just some military base. I'm trying to get the full story here, Ed. Relax.
We got everybody on Pins and Needles, right?
We also have the Concordia being erased today. So those two stories are competing for the #1 spot right now. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
But I'll look at it now. Here it is. Shots fired in D.C. Navy Yard. That's what it is. And it is now live streamed. There is a live stream going on there. I'm not sure what happened there. No stories have come out yet, other than just that they mention it.
Yeah.
There's no details of anything right now. Let's see. I'll look at the U.S. information. At least one person injured after shots fired inside the naval base in Washington, D.C. All right, so far we're getting bits and pieces of this. This is still a developing story.
Mm-hmm.
But one person is injured after shots were fired in a naval base. So why he fired in a naval base is beyond me.
Well, their cameras don't show shit.
Yeah.
I'll post the link, but...
Yeah, it's still breaking news. Let's go back to this Miss America. There you go.
Yes.
Let's go back to this Miss America thing, right?
Yes, yeah.
How did an Indian girl win? I mean, I know America's made up of
She was born here.
people.
She was born in America. Yeah, she was born in America. She went to Syracuse.
Yeah.
But if you got the article that I sent you, if you read all the tweets about it, a lot of people weren't happy.
Oh, yeah, they were not happy.
Especially being right up, 9/11.
Oh, yes. Somehow they said, Miss America, you mean Miss 7-Eleven?
Who said that?
Some guy named Cheez-It at JPL Man 95. One person said,
that is funny.
Miss America, don't you mean Miss Al Qaeda?
Oh,
one other person,
that's a little out there.
Yeah, and it says, well, they just picked a Muslim from Miss America. That must have made Obama happy. Maybe he had a vote. One person.
I got it.
I don't think the president had a vote on
If
it.
he had a daughter, she looked like that.
All right, now it's your opportunity, folks. To all our listeners, welcome back. Saibuki, DS Photo Guy, My Nuts Itch, Cal 3000, Yurak Wildcat, Good Time Radio, Harry Bona, Hoodie 420, Irv is on, Jay Close to You, Kiwi Guy, Lady K1, Lord of Likens, Manny, Master Meatball, PBJ, Rectal Exam, Rush 2929, Smell My Finger, Watch Dog One.
It's 72 degrees outside. It's sunny, but it may have a chance of showers and thunderstorms later today with a high of 90 and a low of 68 degrees in Macon, Georgia.
All right, well, I want a rectal exam from you guys. Why don't you put up some of those, say it again, some of those comments that were made about Miss America.
Miss America, yes, the new Miss America. It says...
maybe you guys could come up with your own.
It says, Miss America? You mean Miss 7-Eleven? Tweeted Jalen Letterman perpetuated the tired stereotype about Indians in convenience stores. Miss Davaluri's father is a physician, and she wants to be one too. She once battled bulimia, according to a profile on her on Syracuse.com. That's where her alma mater is. She went to Syracuse. It says, being a trailblazer isn't easy. When Rima Faki, who was crowned Miss USA in 2010, she also faced a nasty backlash because she was the first one of Lebanese descent, first Middle Eastern woman to win Miss USA.
Nobody batted an eye then.
Yeah, nobody had a bad eye then. Yeah, many were quick to try to link her to the militant group Hezbollah.
Oh, yeah.
In Davaluri's case, many tweeters wasted no time to connect her with terrorism.
Hey, hi, Joe. By the way, she's smarter than the white girls, Hoodie 420 said. Miss America is the new one is a trainee. There's another one.
Oh, jeez.
Miss America, you mean Red Dot Killer?
Oh, man. One person said 9/11 was 4 days ago and she gets Miss America? Like, jeez, right now. Questlove Jenkins, Questlove from The Roots, one of the rap group who actually plays actual instruments, who's the band for Jimmy Fallon's show, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. He said
that guy with the weird afro,
with the big fro. Yes, he says
the big head. Yeah.
Yes, he says I think that Nina Davaluri was crowned Miss America. This is an American story. Tweeted drummer Questlove, and finally there were those who tweeted variations of "Deal with it."
American story, my ass.
Well, she is American.
She is. I mean, whatever.
They
took over our cell phone companies, and now they're.
Well, what do you think?
They took over customer service. cell phone companies, 7-Elevens, corner bodegas, our cats.
Bodegas. Now, what about 50 years now? 40,
Miss
50,
America.
Well, 40, 50 years ago, you said the same. They said the same thing about Latinos, Puerto Rican people, and Mexicans and stuff back in the, back during the day, back in the.
Yeah. Let me answer that question with one word, Manny. Okay. Yes. How's that? Are you American? With a Brooklyn accent. Mm-hmm. How the hell? What do you think? Brooklyn is in Austria? Brooklyn, New York, dummy. Look, New York, right here.
New York, right here.
I
don't
know anything about Puerto Rico. I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah, I was American born.
Which
this person, suppose that's this person.
Yeah, call me Mr. America.
This person said something about it. He posted something on the link of the story. It says, "Who cares if nobody watches that wretched show? I'll be a monkey's cousin if I'm going to have some Durka Quick and Mark prancing around with the title Miss America." Ding, Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Master, are you Indian? You sound
crazy.
Look at how mad he gets.
Yes, and people are talking about, well, if you want to talk about who's Miss America, how about there's not that? What about any Native Americans won? Which actually there was one. Norma Smallwood from Oklahoma. She won in 1926. Yeah. So there was definitely one.
Nice to know there, hi Joe. My girl's a Latina. She's hot and smart on some subjects, but not so smart on other subjects. What do you expect? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Let me see. Irv sounds like Rocco. Thank you very much. Irv is Mexican. No, I'm not. Like American history, Hydro. Yes, he does. Master Meatball said no. American countries sent the jobs to India. Americans sold you to TOU. What does that mean? I don't know. Out. Here you go. You're out, Master Meatball. Goodbye. Americans, for the sake of profit, move jobs overseas. Mm-hmm. You guys have lived in Macon too long. Yes, Hoodie, you're right.
Yes, we have.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny that you say that, Hoodie 420, because that's exactly what I was thinking about this weekend. Mm-hmm. I was missing New York again. That's not good.
I was missing. From New York.
I remember that I can get up and for piddlings, almost no money, get around town without a problem. Get on a frickin' boat, go across the river. I can't do any of that shit here. All I look at is streetlights and hear blaring sirens all day. Right outside my window. Mm-hmm. See some people walking up and down that look like they should be in jail. Everybody looks suspect around here. God, man, it's very depressing.
Compared to New York City?
Yeah, in New York, I know it's all gray and it's all, dangerous or whatever you want to say. Listen, I was there for 44 years. I didn't have a problem.
Yeah.
Up until I got a divorce, of course.
Yeah.
And then all the problems started. But then I started wanting to leave because I was everywhere with my ex-wife. It was like, everything's a freaking memory here. All I'm going to do is remember when I was with you. No, I left. But I think it's time for me to go back. Maybe.
Yeah. I think they were supposed, speaking of which, they were supposed to interview the new Miss America on Good Morning America. I don't know if it passed it or not. It would have been cool to get a quick thing like we did with the Academy Awards nominations, find out what was going on. That'd been...
Same here. It's shitty commuting to Florida, too. I'm from New York, New Jersey. Hi, Joe. I swear to you, if anybody has a room, I'm real cheap. I don't need a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. When I say I'm real cheap, that's besides the other. I'm real cheap, but I am. I'm looking for something cheap.
Yeah.
Something that all I want to do is lay my head, and I'll be out most of the time. I miss New York. I miss running around Broadway and smelling the fumes and seeing the buildings going up, and every day you would find a new building was going up. I haven't seen 9/11, the building finished.
Mm-hmm.
I was there during the time when they were just cleaning it out. About 4 years ago. Not sure what it looks like now. You live in Tampa now? That's where my brother lives. Cheap room in New York City, cardboard box in a subway, yeah. Come to Missouri, man, but this place is very light up too. Light up too? What's that mean? I hear Missouri is not such a bad place, by the way. They're actually doing better in the economy. Cheap in New York City, where's the city dump located? Yeah.
Wow.
It's true. I mean, you're right. Apartments on average are $2,000. On average. And you're getting a shithole on a wall. And probably sharing a bathroom.
You know what's really funny?
Really expensive.
I never thought about this, but a lot of people were like saying, like, you know, I was just looking at the comments. They were saying, like, "Ooh, I wonder if she smelled like Kirk, the new Miss America." And I just happened to run into this particular comment from someone. Let me get back to it. It was just really made me wonder. It says, "Isn't this ironic? This New England man, number 22." basically says, it's kind of ironic that she comes from Syracuse, New York, where the first African American Miss America winner, Vanessa Williams, came from. So, who also represented New York.
What's weird about that? I mean, that was 25 years ago.
Yeah, well, 25, almost 30.
Yeah. I mean,
but see, the thing is, Vanessa Williams was the first African American woman to win Miss America.
And now it's the first Indian woman to win Miss America.
And they both represent Miss New York. And she represented New York. She, too, also represented New York, Miss New York.
Yeah, he's ruined it. You're right, Donald Trump. All I'm saying is, first, we can't have it both ways, folks. They're saying that she was born here, and that, and I keep saying she's Indian, and now they're gonna say she's the first what? Indian American?
Yes. She's of Indian descent.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. I mean, you couldn't miss that for the world.
But yeah,
go out and ride a cab somewhere in New York. You make a lot of tip money.
A lot of people are still talking about it. I mean, they're still.
She'll probably know where the hell she's going too. Without feeding your meter, like pretending that they don't know where they're going, and the scumbags, they all want to make extra money. By the way, every one of these stores that you go to, make sure you check your tax rate in your city. I think these scumbags are skimming extra money and charging you tax money you don't even know. Most people are stupid. They just say, it's $1, okay, $1.16. That's 16 cents on the dollar? Well, that's more or less what they're charging you now. And they get away with it.
Yes. One person said, as good as it gets.
You don't know if they're paying their taxes. They're just collecting nickel and diming you to death.
One person was really ticked off at the whole thing, not just at the one who won Miss America, but the whole thing. Says, an Army sergeant with tattoos, a contestant who was born missing half her arm, another one with a bedazzled knee brace. What's next? Maybe a comatose in a bed paraded around by her caregivers. What a joke this PCBS has become. It's like they just didn't like the whole thing altogether.
Well, yeah. I thought it was stupid. I couldn't believe that it was still on. That's why Trump had to save it. Nobody else wanted it. So now he's bankrolling.
But I thought he's doing Miss USA and Miss.
He's doing Miss Universe, Miss USA, and Miss America. As far as I know.
But Miss America.
I think he bought them all.
Donnie Curry out today?
I don't know. I don't see him on.
I didn't see him either. Strange.
Oh, there he is. There's Donnie Curry.
Woo!
You're so bad, Ed. It does look like him. Give him a little beard.
Oh my god! I'm surprised you didn't put him in a little taxi cabin and like that.
Yeah, Terry B. That's right. Deport the Canadians. Actually, I like Canadian. They're like
they're cool, eh?
Well, they're like cool Americans.
Minus racism.
Like American white people that are really nice people.
Yeah, really nice.
They're not like here.
Yeah.
Somehow they cross that border and they turn into demons.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like anybody. Go to Florida. My God. Every racist person on the planet moves to Florida. You want to be able to feel all your full throttle hatred. Move to Florida.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank God that they have an ocean to cool off, and not those people be annihilating each other.
Yeah, that's why they
Florida's a retarded city of the United States.
State. You said city.
Yeah, city.
I guess that explains those hurricanes, but
yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I live in Florida, and you're right. There's a lot of racist a-holes here. You see? Thank you, Hydro. You see? I know. My father.
Yeah, but we're in Florida. Because it depends on where you are in Florida. There's some towns in Florida that's all redneck.
Oh, I know.
Total redneck.
And they're not racist with each other, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course not.
They're all crackers.
They all wear the same sheet.
Oh, I want a cracker?
Burn it down.
Yeah, rednecks all over there, right, Hydro? We all have to hate someone. Rectal exam says, well, I hate scratch bags. What?
Mm-hmm.
Dixie flags on trailers. I know. They're around here somewhat too.
Yes, you need to find a picture of the new Miss Mary if you can.
Yeah.
She looks good. I'm just
but
saying.
dudes, you're a Macon, Georgia. I know. By the way, I saw Elaine Lucas on public access television.
I'm sorry.
And she was talking, and she had apologized.
The words of Ed Diamond are his.
His and his only. Of course, a lot of people's. But she started talking about, in Macon, Georgia, most people are black. And in the state of Georgia, most people are black. And that's why we need to take care of our black friends and our black family members. And I'm sitting there going, well, who else brings that up? Elaine Lucas. Who else would bring that subject up?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe me. Maybe Anthony. But, I mean, no shit.
People just crazy.
And she was really talking about, and let me be fair here and be clear on what she was talking about. She was talking about contracts, forbidding, to bid on, to help fix up Macon. She said that not too many, only about 681,000 out of like $30 million was given to minority interests. The rest are all like, who the hell knows?
Wow.
Bye, Terry B.
Here you go, Derek.
She's gone already?
For me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She's Terry Trip.
That's Terry Trip, I think.
No, that'd be funny. Anyway, there's a lot of racist black people here too, but not as bad as Detroit.
Oh, there she is, the new Miss America.
Miss Couscous.
Yes, indeedy.
There you go.
Yes, there she's fine. Yes, I concur. Hydro Glow.
You concurry?
Yeah, we can. I'll concur to that. Yeah.
Yes.
She's pretty. Very pretty.
Yes.
And rectal exam says he'll give her a free rectal exam.
Rectal exam.
Do
you work for PSA at the airport?
Oh man.
By the way, Rodney King. In the words of Rodney King, this is rectal exam again.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we just all get along?
Yes.
Wow. Manny said would tap that. Yeah, Lady K is using your infamous words there, DS. You see that? It's starting to rub off on me.
Yes, I will definitely tap that. Yes.
Damn right I would. She bitches even killing a fly.
Yes.
Yes, I am a TSA agent. Oh, yeah. I would dine on her for a couple of hours before thinking of tapping that. You would dine on her? What does that mean?
Well, you know, the whipped cream and the cherries. Lick a lot of plus.
A little curry.
Yes.
Been a while since I've been able to get on good teams.
Good teams. Okay.
Yes. I would die happy if I tapped that. LOL. Okay. Eat moron or whatever.
Yes.
All right. Well, you guys are funny, and I like that. You see that, DS? You had an effect on people. The word tap is going in our dictionary.
And yes, Nikhil, yes, I would definitely tap that couscous. Yes, sir. Now you know why. Now you know why.
All right. The exam says, I bet she's a two-finger girl. I bet she's got a fistful of dollars.
Now you're just making it just a fistful.
Even Ed's making a face like he doesn't know what to think. All right, let me see. LOL, Rectal is practicing the Spider-Man to get ready.
The Spider-Man.
Oh, by the way, yeah, Manny says if she had a large bulge, it would get Irv's attention. Sorry. You're right. Such a pretty guy. Talk about pretty boy. Yeah. You know, that happened to me once. So help me. This is back in the day. I mean, this is way back in the day. I was about 23 years old, and I was, of course, the internet was still new.
Whatever.
And,
whatever.
There you go.
Whatever.
Locked up.
You got locked up. Oh, my God.
Anyway, let me see. I was watching a porno flick. It was two girls in a tub. It was two girls in a tub. All right? So it was kind of light porno, what I thought. And they were just rubbing each other's breasts and kissing. And I thought it was, they were gorgeous.
Well, lesbian porn.
No. Then they get up. They have penises.
Oh,
it freaked me out.
Lady boys.
So it was, yeah.
They were beautiful. They were like real women.
Were they from Bangkok?
When they got up out of the tub, they had schlongs on. I freaked out.
So it was one of those
I felt it was almost like that movie Sixth Sense. Like in the end, you get that whole story and you realize that
one of those chicks
Bruce Willis was dead.
Yeah, chicks was dicks.
Yeah. It was just like that.
That was a wing dang doodle.
That was a wing dang doodle doodle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, am I right? Hi, Joe. So help me. It freaked me out. All of a sudden, there was nobody in the room, but I was embarrassed. What the hell? I got fooled. It can happen to anybody, folks.
Yeah.
It can happen to anybody. Yes, Rectal Jam. There you go. It could happen to you too.
Dream girlfriend, yeah, definitely right.
TMI. These things are people keep to themselves. Yeah, right, Hoodie. I never keep anything to myself. That's why I get in trouble. You know. Anyway, no tacos allowed. Saw a fight in the tub. Yeah, that's what they were doing. But it was the weirdest shit. I mean, it was going on for about 10 minutes. And I'm like, damn, this is beautiful. They look gorgeous. And then they get up and whoops-a-daisy.
Yeah.
All right, what else is in the news, Derek?
Well, as you know, I was just listening to stuff on just a nice little segue. Talking about getting knocked out from that story.
Mayweather, yeah, that boy is making tons of shitload of money.
Oh, yes. Canelo, Mayweather turned one of the richest fights ever into just another $41.5 million payday Saturday night, dominating Canelo Alvarez from the opening bell and winning a majority decision in a masterful performance that left no doubt.
And, you know, that third judge was stupid. How in the world did she ever get to think that somehow it was a tie when Mayweather had the floor most of the time? He was beating the hell out of that guy. It's true that guy got in a few good ones.
Yeah.
But, shoot, he wasn't dominant enough to call it a tie.
Yeah, a third one was had a tied to fight 114 to 114, but the other two judges was favored of 117 to 111 and 116 to 112. The Associated Press scored it for 119 to 109 for Mayweather. And that is crazy. Mayweather has been unbeaten for 45 fights, 45-0. Add another piece of the junior middleweight title to his collection in a fight that was fought at a 152-pound limit. Alvarez weighed in at that weight, which was unofficial, 165 pounds when he got into the ring, while Mayweather, who weighed at 150.5 pounds, was an even 150. So Mayweather was lighter than Alvarez.
Yeah, he was. You could see it, but Mayweather's all cut up, and the other guy looked like Fred Flintstone next to him. But
a redheaded Fred Flintstone.
See, one thing that Mayweather has that I believe the other guys don't have, and that is he has that anger, that fire, that pain.
The eye of the tiger.
Exactly. There's something about Mayweather that, you know, he has a terrible relationship with his father.
I won't be beat, because I can't be beat.
Yeah.
Huh, sucker.
His father tried to take advantage of him and show up late in life. Oh, you're my son.
Yeah, I know people say, Pacquiao can beat him, but he already got knocked out by some dude that Mayweather already beat before. And plus Pacquiao been juicing. Everyone been knowing that, so it's not. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pacquiao's washed up. Even though he
Pacquiao, whatever.
Pacquiao, yeah.
Pacquiao.
Yeah, I know
he's dodged. Change your name?
He dodged Pacquiao for years. Yeah, because he's been juicing.
Pacquiao.
And then he finally got beat by one dude because he forgot to juice up. And you know, if Pacquiao didn't juice up, he'd be Glass Joe from Punch Out. You know.
Yeah. Well, he could send that Pacquiao guy packing if he wanted to. I think that Mayweather will kick his ass.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, because the reason he's 45-0, dude. I mean, who was it? It was Chavez who had like 87 undefeated. He was the most. But still, you know.
Yeah.
45 is not bad.
Yeah, 45.
You know, and he doesn't look like he's ready to back out yet.
Yeah, Marciano was like 49.
Rush 29 says agreed to Mayweather's test. Mayweather backed out. Mayweather backed out like a chicken. Pacquiao is wanting to become a big politician in his country. Well, I mean, that's a hell of a way to do it. Boy, I like to see the mayoral candidates here beat the hell out of each other in the ring.
Yeah.
That would be fine.
Well, speaking of, since we got into boxing, I guess we can go right into the rest of sports.
Yeah, might as well. Go ahead.
Got some sports. Washington Redskins lose to Green Bay Packers 38-20. New York Jets. Even though the New Jersey Jets, or I guess you might say, they lost to the New England Patriots 13-10. Baltimore Ravens beat the Cleveland Browns 14-6. Atlanta Falcons, they evened their record. They're now 1-1. Beat the St. Louis Cardinals 31-24. San Diego Chargers beat the Philadelphia Eagles 33-30 in overtime. They were tied up 30-30. Vic threw 400 yards, passed through 400 yards. San Diego had over 500 total offensive yards. Chicago Bears also beat the Minnesota Vikings 31-30. Buffalo Bills squeaked by the Carolina Panthers 24-23. The battle between the Houston teams, the old Houston team, the Tennessee Titans, formerly the Tennessee Oilers, and before them the Houston Oilers, lost to the new Houston team, the Houston Texans, 30-24. Ant's team, the Miami Dolphins, defeated the Indianapolis Colts 24-20. Miami is now 2-0. Kansas City Chiefs barely beat the Dallas Cowboys 17-16. New Orleans Saints barely scraped by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 16-14. They're also 2-0. Detroit Lions, they lose to Arizona Cardinals 25-21. The New York Giants, the battle of the Manning brothers, Peyton Manning versus Eli Manning, or as little my friends used to call Short Bus Eli. Even though Eli Manning may have one more Super Bowl ring more than Peyton Manning, his older brother Peyton Manning still put the smackdown on his little brother Eli as they stomped the New York Giants 41-23. The Jacksonville Jaguars lose to the Oakland Raiders 19-9, and last night's game on NBC, the one that I missed because I just knocked out, fell asleep. The San Francisco 49ers were stomped into wine by the Seattle Seahawks 29-3. 29-3. Of course, Monday Night Football game, that's going to be on later tonight, around 8:30 on ESPN. And that game is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Going into college football now, as you know, my alma mater, the Georgia Bulldogs, they had a bye week this weekend, so they'll be playing next week, hopefully soon. Well, of course they will. Seems that the Mercer football team keeps their undefeated streak going. They shut out Warner University. After a bye week, the team returned to the gridiron, and they didn't disappoint the Bear fans as the Mercer Bears defeated Warner University. Get this, a shutout, 61-0. 61-0. The Royals also start up a program like the Royals, the Warner Royals. They're also start a program like the Bears. This is the second win for the Mercer football team and the second straight 4 home games as the team opens their 2013 season after a 72-year hiatus. Students attending the game says having football back on campus is a plus, especially when they can cheer their team to victory. Macon will return next week at home to face Barry University. That's a very good college. Very good college, very nice college, a beautiful atmosphere. That's going to be a sight to see. By the way, speaking of football, I want to get back to the NFL game, the Manning Bowl, as we call it, the Peyton Manning versus Eli Manning game, the Broncos versus the Giants. Peyton Manning had a spectacular game. He is now the third NFL player with that game. He's now the third NFL player besides Dan Marino and Brett Favre to reach the 60,000-yard barrier. That's right. He has passed a career. He has passed 60,000 career yards. 60,000 yards. That's 90,000 feet. You know how much that is? That's like throwing a football over the top of Mount Everest 3 times. 3 times. And Mount Everest is almost 30,000 feet. It's like
some of the guys in this neighborhood after they hold somebody up and they run.
Really? 60,000 yards?
Sons of bitches. You got athletes like that all on the streets today.
Yeah.
Breaking those records.
Especially and I'm gonna go finish the sports off. Well, at least right now, the abbreviated sports right now with the top.
This is abbreviated sports, folks.
Yes, believe it or not, there was a whole lot of stuff. I just can't find the stories.
Me.
We had some NASCAR races, but I can't find out which one.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, no.
The only one that will care about that is my old roommate.
Okay. The top.
Bye, Rectal.
The top 25. Well, at least I'll go into the top 20. The top 20 in the rankings. Well, as you hear, Alabama. Of course, you know Alabama's still number one.
I hate Alabama.
They 2-0. They beat Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football. You know the Heisman Trophy winner last year, Texas A&M, because they beat Alabama last year. They beat them in a very close game, 49-42. Very close game.
Good morning, Gecko.
Alabama's number one. Oregon is number 2 in the rankings. Number 3, Clemson. Screw them. Ohio State is number 4. Stanford is number 5. LSU is number 6. Louisville is number 7. Florida State is number 8. Georgia Bulldogs, yes, is number 9, still in the top 10.
Wow, they're up there.
And Texas A&M is ran off the top 10, even though they lost to Alabama. Oklahoma State is number 11. South Carolina is number 12. UCLA is at number 13. Oklahoma is number 14. Michigan is number 15. They're still undefeated. Miami, Florida, University of Miami. The Hurricanes, they're in number 16th ranked. Washington is number 17. Northwestern is 18. Florida is number 19. Baylor is number 20. Mississippi, Ole Miss, the one with the super heavy-duty homecoming queen from last year, they're number 21. Notre Dame is 22. Arizona State is number 23. Wisconsin is 24. And Texas Tech round off the top 25. And there you have it.
There you have it.
And that's all sports.
Wow. They're still trying to get up this Concordia ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's still listening on its side. We're going to keep you updated on that. As soon as we hear word that it's right side up, we'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of backwards cross-burning SOBs. Yes. I agree. That's Alabama.
Yeah.
Can't stand that. You know, I went to Alabama, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so poor in Shantytown. I'll take Harlem any day.
Yeah, I know. I've been to Alabama only one time. I don't even plan on going back. I already told you that time I went to Alabama. When I was in high school. Yeah, I was in high school. We had a track meet against some of the local high schools over at Troy, Alabama. They had it at the Troy State University.
Did they treat you okay, or?
Well, yeah, when the sun was up, yeah. But
didn't that Joe? Who was the one that started the Civil War? Was it Virginia?
It was South Carolina.
South Carolina, that's right.
Because they shot at Fort Sumter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. States like that, they every time Obama speaks and they want to separate, go.
Mm-hmm.
Separate. Goodbye. Live on your own. Live in your own shantyville. Go hang your own people. Who cares? Alabama. Not even the group was that good. Remember Alabama?
The country group.
Yeah.
Well, they had a couple of good songs.
Yeah, they were two-hit wonders.
I wouldn't say they're two-hit wonders, but they were good. They were good in the 80s, back in the 80s and 90s. Speaking of some crazy stuff, here's a wing dang doodle of the hour here.
Oh, by the way, speaking of before you get to that story, I want to just segue from Alabama, since everybody knows it's a racist town.
Okay.
Did you hear what happened? I'm not sure where it is. Let me see if I can see the receipt. This is in Franklin, Indiana. Franklin, Indiana. Isn't that where Gary, Indiana is? A shrinking city. Everybody's leaving. They're going to Detroit from Gary, Indiana. Red Lobster might really be in trouble this time. We just reported how a waitress, Tori Christina Jenkins, received a what's the word?
Oh, none niggles.
Instead of a tip this past weekend from racist customers. in Franklin, Tennessee, Red Lobster, where she works. Now, instead of standing behind her, or Jenkins, Red Lobster suspended her, citing a violation of company policy as the reason. A spokesman for Red Lobster, Mike Bernstein, said in an email to the Huffington Post that suspension with pay is standard procedure when company policy is violated. In this case, the violation would be publicly posting a receipt, which Jenkins' father did on Facebook Sunday night, with the status message saying that we still have much ignorance to overcome. So I am sure that the only thing they're disturbed by is the amazing amount of publicity this is getting. Absolutely. Especially since the fact that they suspended Jenkins on top of everything else she has been through with this ordeal. All this young lady was trying to do is make a living. No one should be subjected to that kind of treatment at their workplace, and suspension just adds insult to injury. Any policies they might have in place be damned. Do the right thing, Red Lobster. Bring this young lady back to work and condemn what these customers did. Don't you think that's like really asinine what they did?
Oh yeah.
The problem was that he posted the receipt with the customer's name on it. Now the customer's getting death threats.
So what? I would have posted their fucking pictures on Facebook.
He said he didn't write that on the receipt either. He said he got a cash.
Yeah, right.
Just trying to
no, she would do it to herself.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Let me just do it to myself.
Yeah, just like a seafood platter.
It's a seafood platter. She
Yeah,
probably
very
wrote
fishy.
it herself.
Very fishy.
I don't know. I'll take a word for it. I've seen it happen. Warner Robbins.
Yeah, Warner
Another
Robbins.
one. Speaking of sports, why don't we segue to that? I don't doubt it happened.
Yes.
I just don't.
Even
Look what happened with that Papa John's guy. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember that. Definitely. Hey, Axel. How you doing, Axel?
Remember that Papa John's?
Yeah, that's a really bad. Yeah. Even I know sports is over, but this is a really bad story right here. A Warner Robbins T-ball coach charged with child molestation. He's an assistant T-ball coach for the Warner Robbins.
What is T-ball?
T-ball. It's like little league baseball for kids. It's like those who are like 4 or 5 years old who don't know, who are scared to get pitched by the ball. They just put the ball on the tee and they just hit it like a tee,
no
like
shit.
golf. Yeah. That's what
So this scumbag molested one of those kids?
According to
this
this,
a-hole.
assistant T-ball coach of the Warner Robbins Recreation Department is in jail.
Yeah, you could tell he wears a baseball cap. You see the line on his forehead?
Yeah. Donald Bruce Morrison was arrested earlier this past week by the Houston County Sheriff's Office and charged with child molestation. His bail has not been set. James Dobbin, the director of the Warner Robbins Recreation Department, told Channel 13 by email that the department does conduct background checks on their coaches. So
guy's creepy looking. Why they would hire him? And you know what? They can use that outline to chop his head off right there. Just chop it right there where that line is.
Not the whole head, but just right there.
All right. Just chop his brain out.
Jeez Louise.
Stupid ass. Messing around with little kids. My God, for crying out loud. Ridiculous.
Yeah, talking about doing stupid stuff. Speaking of stupid stuff, let me get back to our wing dang doodle of the wing dang. Let me get up in there.
Wow.
Yeah, here it is, right here. Raul Spate caught with 100 bags of heroin. Police say is a type of achievement that won't.
Wait. He's caught with 100 bags of heroin. You're not reading the whole story.
Yeah,
Where did they find it?
Yeah.
Okay, Raul Spate caught with 100 bags of heroin in his anus, according to the police.
Exactly. Why would you miss that punchline?
That's a wing dang doodle.
I wonder if any of them leaked.
Yeah, I know. A New Jersey man has been arrested after New Jersey police found 100 bags of heroin in his butt. This is something you won't hear in the Guinness World Book of Records, I tell you that. Raul Spate, 32 years old, was pulled over during a routine traffic stop this past Thursday. After police allegedly smelled marijuana, they searched Spate's car, found nothing of evidentiary value, according to UPI.com. Both Spate and his passenger, Gary Silak, age 25, were arrested due to outstanding traffic warrants and taken to police headquarters. It was there that the officials conducted a cavity search of the suspects and discovered heroin in Spate's hiney, booty, tuchus, keister, with an estimated value of $1,000 in New York City and $2,000 in upstate New York, which is where they were heading, according to the
Cracking is crack.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Talking about signal to crack, yes. Police say Spate is a member of the Blood Street Gang, according to the Daily Mail. Both Spate and Silak were charged with possession of heroin with intent to sell. Well, yeah, no kidding. Possession of heroin and tampering with evidence, according to NewJersey.com. Silak was also charged with possessing a syringe and drug paraphernalia. That has got to be painful.
Wow.
Matter of fact, Ditzy 50
into his body. A hospital official states, doctors and nurses have come across people with strange objects that have got stuck where they shouldn't be before, but an eel has to be a first. Apparently, eels have a history of wreaking havoc on the human body. In 2010, a 59-year-old man passed away after friends allegedly dirty license.
Sorry. It was supposed to be the video of the guy's anus.
Oh.
Wow.
Ew.
Well, not his anus,
but my
talking about eels. Eels up your ass.
Mm-hmm. Man, he said, you have 100 bags of smack up your ass, and so I'll smoke a joint and I get stopped and have no reason to search me? Yeah, right. Yeah, 100 bags of smack in your behind?
Yeah.
You're just asking for trouble. If heroin leaves a scent, my goodness, he was like Pepe Le Pew. Like, 100 bags of smack? I mean, how much smack can you have?
He was selling it.
Yeah, but my goodness.
I mean, God, wouldn't you have to fumigate that shit up your rear end?
Yeah. Yeah. All I'm saying is this guy could not have eaten anything, because there's no way in the world you could have a lunch or something. Like, he had to just strictly just drink number water.
Well, he really meant it when he said, hey, I got some shit going on here.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Wow. Tighten your anus.
I got the shit.
100 bags.
Horrible. Lady K, I'm with you. Yeah, Kiwi guy, that eel story is kind of weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
How would an eel get up that guy's butt?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they pretty big? You're right, Kiwi guy.
Yeah, the small bags were in one baggie, but come on, guys. Well, yeah, but even in one bag, man, that's one bag too much. I mean, ugh. I don't even. Sheesh.
Okay, we got a break. We show the video.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Saved by the bell. Saved by the toilet, I guess you might say.
Ding dong. By the way, Manny, you're a genius.
Oh yes.
Come on, Manny, you're a genius.
Oh yes, we'll be right.
Wow.
And we are back. We are definitely back. Yes. What's his name? Is the Minneapolis Mary Quinn today? He's definitely got a.
Is that for real?
Yeah. You thought Anthony was crazy with his tactics? This guy's really.
Anthony.
You think he's some guy from Minneapolis going to Macon, Georgia chicks?
I doubt it.
And what was it? He had that young black girl giving him coffee. He said, "What is he supposed to be like?"
What? We're trying to see what Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings or something.
The way he talks, I could see him.
Yeah. Wow.
Get that cotton picked. Bring me coffee.
Yeah. Wow. Campaign promise not to go to strip clubs anymore. You forgot about the anymore part. Ed's going to get ideas. Next thing you know, he'll be out at Tomasovsky in a Speedo. If he does, yeah, he has to do it. He has like about 6 hours to do it right now because the election day is tomorrow. So
exactly. Wow. Yeah. Minnesota would be better off with Anthony there. He said he's got a good shot at winning as Ant does. Harvey, and she is his mistress. I don't know. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Why would you? I mean, what's his platform? Banging that girl on a platform.
Well, he did say he wasn't going to use the taxpayers' money to go to strip clubs. You know, like previous, like his predecessors have done. I guess according to Minneapolis.
It is unbelievable.
Very unbelievable.
What does America come to?
I know.
We are going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, y'all definitely get it. Especially what y'all talking about that little 13-year-old girl on the X Factor.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, some of y'all, man, man, y'all got a pitchfork waiting for you, man.
Hey, aren't they? Listen,
yeah, it was as bad as
Well,
yes.
All I know is I grew up with Stevie Wonder, and Stevie Wonder, he always made fun of himself.
Mm-hmm. But he
could
make
fun of himself. Like, let me see it. You know, when he came to Crazy Eddie, he wanted to buy his stereo.
Yeah.
I want to see some stereos. Everybody laughed. He laughed.
Well, yeah, well.
Can't see the stereo. You had to feel the buttons.
But he's a musical genius. He doesn't mind doing self-deprecating.
Yeah, self-deprecating.
You know?
So what's she gonna do?
I mean, he has like 14
How
Grammys.
can she just self-deprecate herself? I like to join you in clapping for me, but I can't.
Dang, man. At least wait till you get a couple of Grammys first, man. Jeez. Of course, this is the third and final hour of the morning roast. In case you missed it, we talked a whole lot of stuff like we promised in the beginning of the show.
Thank you, Nikhil.
Yes.
Thank you, Nikhil.
We talked about the election coming up tomorrow, election day, about the commissioners and the mayoral race of all 7 candidates, including the write-in candidate Anthony Harris, who, by the way, they had, which Randall Savage talked about on Close Up Saturday afternoon at around 12 noon on Channel 13. Yeah. We also talked about, we talked about the guy who had 100 bags of heroin up his behind.
Yeah.
We also, and even earlier before then, we talked about the Atlanta Falcons being 1-1.
Yes, we talked about the Macon race. All the politicians out on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Brown-nosing people.
Yes. We also talked about Mercer continuing its undefeated streak, beating Warner University, a blowout, shutout, 61-0.
Yep.
Sports.
Oh, by the way, you know Greg Allman, his concert at the Grand Opera House.
Yes.
On December 27th. Well, guess what?
It's sold out.
They're sold out.
No, early tickets sold out in an hour, and these tickets sold out in an hour too. But it's not that big of a fucking place.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Should have been at the damn
main Coliseum.
At the Centerplex. Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's going to be your typical Allman Brothers worshippers.
Yeah. Matter of fact, in case, well, now that you're able to get it since it is sold out. Greg Allman is going to be performing at the Grand Opera House on December 27th. So if you want to get your holiday New Year's Eve groove on, go over to the Grand Opera House.
Yeah, and hang out outside because you won't be able to get in. The tickets are sold out. You can hang out outside and meet the people and get their reaction.
Yeah,
hopefully. All you're ever going to get.
And we also talked about...
Yes, you are going to hell, Nikhil.
Dress as a groupie.
Yeah, and we also talked about the new Miss America that was crowned last night, Miss Nina Devalluri. See if hopefully I said it correctly.
Anyway, yeah, they're one big hit, Rambling Man. What was the other one?
A lot of hits, dude.
A lot of hits.
My God, damn, they're a fucking legend.
She's a legend. Yeah, they're legends.
Just because you don't like her.
I mean, I like the Allman Brothers, but I like Rambling Man. And what was the other one? Frankenstein?
No, that's the other group.
Midnight Rider.
Midnight Rider, yes.
Midnight Rider.
In memory of Elizabeth Reed.
Come on, Ed, you come up with them.
Sweet
You know them.
Melissa. The damn trolley's named after Sweet Melissa.
Yeah, exactly. So many hits he can't even remember. You're right.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So many hits. So far, I've heard two. Midnight Rider, which they have in that Geico commercial now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's obviously getting royalties.
Oh, yeah.
And Ramblin' Man, that song at every time that he comes out.
Oh, yeah.
I think he sings that song in his sleep.
Oh, yeah, because it's making money.
Well, it's like counting sheep. After a while, you get tired.
Oh, yes.
Go to sleep.
You count sheep?
And also earlier in the show, we also talked about the Miss New York, who became the Miss the 2014.
Yeah. You want to bring her up.
Nina Davalluri, which was almost 30 years to the day that Vanessa Williams, who was the first African American to be crowned Miss America, won.
Are you sure her name was Dalla Curry?
Davalluri.
Alluri. Yeah.
Wow.
Curry.
Who also Miss Vanessa Williams also was Miss New York as Miss Davalluri.
Yeah.
Who also went to Syracuse. And she's the back. And last year's Miss America was also from New York. It's just kind of coinkydink, don't you think?
Yeah, it's coinkydink.
Yes.
Please
stop making jokes. I know. Yes, I know.
By the way, we did talk about Macon being the friendliest city in the nation again.
Yes, being the friendliest nation in the city, and also almost a crime-ridden too. Yes. Yeah. Come out to Macon.
Come visit our city.
Our muggins will make you feel special.
Yes. Our city ain't that shitty.
Yes. Come to Macon. We'll kill you with kindness.
All right, here we go. Another MTV News update is reporting that 12 people have been shot. 4 are dead at the U.S. Navy Yard in Washington.
Okay, this is the update. Thank you, Ed. Bring it
there
on,
are
baby.
also reports that there are at least 2 shooters involved.
Wow. We got a video. Done? Oh, no video.
Okay, no video.
All right, 2 shooters involved. 12 people dead?
2 people dead.
2 people dead.
Yeah, I might have a video.
Victims here, 1 dead.
This is terrible. I don't even know what to say. In a naval place.
Let's see if I got it.
Just to give you an update on the Concordia, it hasn't moved an inch. It's still sitting listening. Oh, they're lifting it up. There it is. You see it?
Yeah.
All right. It's pretty slow.
Okay, 1 gunman has been neutralized.
Okay. I guess one of the gunmen who did this act basically got capped, right?
Yeah. I guess. Got killed? All right. Probably crazed Marines. I was stationed near there at Marine Barracks 8, and
probably slow internet.
I don't know. All these guys, they're probably freaking out, getting these mixed messages about the country and Syria. They get all engulfed in it because, unfortunately, they're thrown in the mix. Our poor soldiers have to put up with every freaking stupidity that these civilian politicians put them through. Probably freaking out. No, we're not going to go to war again. Speaking of war, you have a story there that ought to be noted.
I'm going to post a live feed to that because it's a live feed.
This is, if you remember, Laura Giddens, she was a young lady who was killed here, a mutilated body. They still haven't found her head and
her arms.
And her arms and stuff.
Her legs and her vajayjay.
Yeah, they just found a torso. Yes.
Well, here's a scumbag that they're dealing with in court today.
Yes, the McDaniel in court for pretrial motions says a judge is hearing pretrial motions by the defense for accused murderer Stephen McDaniel in a Bibb County courtroom. McDaniel is accused of murdering Mercer Law classmate Laura Giddens in June 2011 and dumping her dismembered body. The defense have filed dozens of motions. Several argue that police removed items from McDaniel's apartment in illegal searches. The defense also argues that police did not advise Daniel of his rights as soon as they started questioning him. Superior Court Superior Court Judge S. Philip Brown is hearing the case. A hearing of notions is expected to last several days.
If it's thrown out on a technicality, it would be I'm going to raise bloody hell on this shit.
It would be judicial chaos.
Because this is typical of what happens in making law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Legal system.
Yeah, the legal system.
There you go.
Because he's a lawyer too.
Yeah, because he also
I'm gonna
graduated.
tell you something, man. He didn't do
Man,
this
he looks
shit
high.
on his own. And not only that, that's got the mark of the Mexican mafia. That's what they do.
He looks
they cut
high.
everything off and just leave the passport. I mean, why did I say passport? They leave the torso.
Torso, yeah.
Son of a bitch. He looks high as a kite.
Probably was when he took that picture. Oh, we have a call. We have a call.
And Brother Harry. Anthony! Give me your clown laugh. Give me your clown laugh.
Yes.
I love it. I had that playing in my head all week and I was laughing. I was calling you. I still couldn't get over your laugh, your clown laugh. So what's up, buddy? Are you there? Oh, I think...
What the hell's going on?
I said, are you there?
Yeah, I was there. My cheek accidentally started calling Chris Payne. Sorry about that.
Oh, all right. Well, what are you doing?
I'm right out here holding my sign on the Pierce Avenue Riverside Drive connector.
I see. And what are you wearing today?
Oh, I'm just normal today.
Oh, you look normal?
Not normal in the head, but normal in appearance.
Well, you know what? McGill is saying that she was hoping, or he, was hoping for a Krusty the Clown laugh. But I like your laugh better.
Yeah, I don't want to copy anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I like your laugh better. It makes me laugh.
We have enough imitation in this town with Mess in the Morning trying to copy the Morning Road.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Try to compete with that one, Anthony.
Well, how is the show going today?
It's
The show
going
was
okay.
great.
Yeah.
Yes, we talked a whole lot of stuff. Matter of fact, there was a guy who was running for mayor in Minneapolis, and he was in a lake. I was wondering if you're going to do the same thing, get someone to take a picture of you coming out of Lake
everybody
Tobesofsky.
related you to this guy. This guy comes out of the lake in a Speedo. He's got this young, light-skinned black girl giving him a cup of coffee, and he talks about not spending his money going to strip clubs and this and that. And he's running for what? For mayor, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that one of your ideas you're going to be doing as well, or
No, I'm going to stay out of the lake. I'm gonna leave the lake stuff to Joe Allen. Remember that year when Joe Allen was going and he pulled his pants up and was standing in the Lake Tobesofsky? Do y'all remember that?
No. No.
Look that up. He was trying to get the point across that the lake was not bad, that the water was not dirty and filthy, and that we didn't have any reason to be scared of the water at Lake Tobesofsky.
Oh, okay.
He went out there and called the media. And he pulled his pants legs up, and he went out there and stood knee-high in the Lake Tobesofsky and had a photo opportunity out of it. That's some Joe Allen shit.
Well, you remember you and I were talking in a car about how they remind me like they have faces like horses?
Right.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, Charlie Bishop mentioned he's a workhorse. In his latest press release.
Right.
I mean, does that surprise you or what?
Is Kuzno suing him?
Say again?
Kuzno suing him for taking his horse?
Yeah, Kuzno's sitting on his back.
We've already seen the horse.
Yeah.
I think what I might what I might do tomorrow is ride around town on the back of a whore.
There you go.
Yeah.
Only you can come up with ingenious stuff.
Are there any whores out there that will let me ride on their back tomorrow?
No.
Wow.
I think these people are ready for this election to be over.
Well,
I'm sure they do. A lot of them.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is not even near over, because what's going to happen after tomorrow is then they got to go another 3 months trying to decide which two to pick for mayor.
Runoff.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll be a runoff most likely.
Who do you think's going to be in the runoff?
If it's not me, I have a feeling the runoff is going to be Jack Ellis and Charlie Bishop.
Well, by the way, they tried to get a hold of you, according to the story, and they couldn't reach you.
On Saturday.
No, that was actually Friday. If you read my post, if you look back on my Facebook page, I wrote on there before Saturday because I knew what they were going to do, so I went ahead and covered my bases. If you look back on my page, both pages, I wrote on there that Randall Savage called me and left a message. He actually called me, I think, Thursday, and I didn't get the message until Friday. Called me wanting to know where I was going to be this weekend for this last rush of campaigning. And I called him back Friday and said, I'm going to be sitting at home spending time with my kids and playing with my kids and going to the swimming pool and doing stuff with my kids, because all through the week I've been out, and I'm going to leave this weekend for my kids and my family. I said, so if I do decide to get out there and do all this last-minute photo opportunity crap that all these other candidates are going to do, I'll let you know. Well, I got out there, so I made sure I told everybody that I was going to be spending time with my kids instead. Because let's face it, almost everything these candidates were doing this weekend, they wouldn't have normally done it if it was not election season.
Of course.
So I took it as a photo opportunity that just showed how fake they were. And then if anybody had any real sense, they would go, hey, I like that Anthony guy, because he's actually spending time with his family and his kids.
You know it.
He's actually doing stuff with his family instead of going out there trying to act like he's doing stuff for the community that he doesn't do any other day of the week.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing, though. David, on the other hand, though, you know, David does a lot of, and what he was doing, helped clean up Bloomfield and whatever area. Right. He does that all the time, even when he's not running. So that's one person that does help out.
He might. I'm not saying David doesn't do that.
But the rest of them, they're all full of shit.
Yeah, but you're right, Anthony, and so is Ed. I mean,
they need some
Kuzno. It didn't surprise me that Kuzno was doing what he was doing and mowing the lawns. And he's done that for people time and time again. It's just that what I don't like is here you have all these other candidates like all of a sudden Rickett is jogging. When was the last time you saw him jogging anywhere?
Right.
In a t-shirt.
Right.
When was the last? I mean, as far as Joe Allen comes on and says, "Well, I'm not doing this because I'm what politicking." Right. And I'm like, how could you blatantly put that out there like you're not politicking? What the hell do you think you're doing? You're showing up at some guy's event.
Right.
To honor somebody as a fundraiser, it's known as politicking.
Right. And then Sam Hart, I noticed Sam Hart had to make sure he was seen praying. They show him somewhere praying with some people at some breakfast.
Yeah, well, he's praying.
I was like, yeah. And and then the thing about it is I had told Randall that Friday. I posted it on my Facebook page. And then Saturday, of course, I had the phone off. I think the phone was at the house with me. Heather was at work, but I did have the phone, but I had it off because I wasn't going to let it disturb us, my kids and I. And then I get on the phone about 6 o'clock that night, and I've got 4 separate calls from MAZ. 3 are from Randall, and 1's from this girl. And the messages are all, we're just wondering where you are. Let us know where you're going to be so we can put you in the story.
They really wanted you in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I heard they still mentioned me on the news. I didn't hear it, but
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
One of my damn birds said they did say that they could not reach Anthony Harris. So that's cool.
Yeah, well, that's
but they did talk to you and the other candidates on Close Up this past Saturday afternoon.
Well, I saw that. That was that thing we taped about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I did have that DVR'd, and then I went back and watched that later on.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty fun. I like that. I like my answers. Looking back at it, I don't really like watching myself on screen and video, believe it or not. But watching that, I thought my answers were pretty good, actually.
By the way, McGillis says she must be watching you. I'm from the neighborhood. He or she said, I want that wolf mask. Yes, Noel, this is the anarchy guy. And one time, Jizz and Lazy Eye says, love you, Ant.
Yeah, thank you. Love you, too.
Bye, Lady K. Thanks for stopping by, baby. Love you. You're the best.
I'm gonna be out here all day, back and forth. I'm gonna switch to different locations. I think after here, I'm gonna leave and go to Eisenhower Pinono again, and then probably try to make some calls tonight. Get on the phone and randomly bug people and tell them to pick me for mayor. And then tomorrow I'll be out again too with the sign.
Yeah. All right. Well, see if you could stop by tomorrow. We're going to be looking at the results that are going to be coming in.
Later tomorrow night, yes.
Later tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to get, some feedback from you.
Yeah.
I'll be out partying tomorrow all day and night. You want to hang out with me, guys?
Absolutely.
I'm going to go. I got to run over to Channel 13 tomorrow night and make some appearance there.
Oh, okay.
I'll go with you.
I'll leave the boats, and then
I'll tag along. The hell with it.
If I don't win, I want 666 votes.
There you go.
That way I can give the pundits and the God-fearing people and all the numerologists free.
Are you going to throw your vote behind somebody? They're going to ask you for
it. No, hell no.
So what are you going to do? Throw the people's vote away?
No, what I'm going to do is that's what I'm going to tell Randall Savage tomorrow night when I go to 13 to do that live interview. You know, they want to interview all the candidates anywhere between 10 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give my reasons as the other ways in which I kind of won, and I'm gonna explain it to them. And then I'm gonna explain to them that I'm now going back to being a regular anarchist, and I will not ever vote again, and I'll never run for office again.
And you'll never see me again.
And so now, I always say to everybody that the last person I ever voted for was me.
I know. That's wonderful. By the way, what time are you going to come and pick me up?
What's that?
What time are you going to come and pick me up?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to get back with you. It depends how many different places I stand around town first. I mean, if you want to come stand around town and hold a sign with me, I'll pick you up early.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah, I do.
Other than that,
I want to see people's reaction. I don't give a shit. I already casted my vote.
Right.
It don't mean
Here
nothing.
we go.
Yeah, let's do that. I want to see people's reaction to you.
What is your guys' opinion on the on everything?
About what?
I mean, runoff and all. I want the honest morning roast opinion. Urban, Ed, and Derek. Who do you guys think will be in the runoff? Honestly.
Okay, I think it's going to be between Robert Rickett and C. Jack Ellis or Charlie Bishop and C. Jack Ellis.
Right.
One of those two.
How about you, DB?
I guess I have to say for that first one, I probably would be between Robert Rickard and C. Jack Ellis.
Me too. Just like last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think Rickard and Ellis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Ellis will probably end up winning it because Rickard's been elected twice, and all the stuff that's going on with the cherry blossom and with the Junebug shooting incident, I think that's pretty much maimed his chances of getting a third term.
Well, let's see.
That's why I think he might not make the runoff. I think too many of his votes are going to be spread amongst Hart, Bishop, and Allen.
Yes, I agree with that, but I still think he's going to get the bulk of it.
Yeah.
Do you? I don't know. We'll see.
You know, and he's really nice too. That's what people are going to remember.
And he's a picture of health because, as we saw Saturday, he likes to run in road races.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's running for office.
Yes.
Right. He's very health conscious. Look at him running.
Yeah.
You never see his ass running any other time except running from our phone calls. And all of a sudden his ass is running, yeah.
Okay.
It may be an omen. Like they're going to run him out of town.
Symbolic, huh?
Yeah, it's symbolic.
You never know, guys.
Everything has a purpose. Oh, you got to see what...
For all you local people on the morning roast, go write in Anthony B. Harris for mayor. And I'll let you go because you probably got the daily bread to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, on a side note, did y'all talk about a fellow actor that I've done shows with in theater around here? Way long time ago. Did you talk about her winning an Emmy Award?
I mean, Carrie Preston, but yeah, that'll be our last story that we have. That'll be our good.
Is she local?
Story. Yeah.
I used to be in plays with her and help on plays with her.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
She used to do stuff and make a little theater. I was in the Cherry Orchard with her back in 1985.
Wow.
And,
wow.
And then I worked backstage on some shows that she actually also was in.
A Cherry Orchard?
Yeah, she won an Emmy last night.
Yes.
Wow, making Carrie Preston wins Emmy. There you go.
Yeah, we'll go more into detail about
guys,
it.
you have a good day. I'll talk to you later. I might call you later, Urban.
All right, buddy. Make sure you come and get me tomorrow.
All right, well, I might come see you today. We'll see.
Okay, sounds great.
All right.
See you later. All right, there you have it. Anthony B. Harris, currently running for mayor of Macon, Georgia. If it's God's will, it will happen. Even though Anthony says he doesn't believe in God. God could use a donkey.
And then, yeah.
To rebuke a man. He can use a jackass like Anthony. That's all I have to say. If he can use a stone,
I guess that is
he could use a stone head like that guy.
Yes.
A thick skull.
Which is what?
Which is today. September 16, 2013. The title is God's Will. God's Will.
By David H. Roper.
By Mr. Roper. Not the one from Three's Company. Maybe relate. We're often looking for God's will, especially when we're in difficult situations. We wonder what will happen to me here. Should I stay, or does God want me somewhere else? Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what we were talking about today?
Yeah.
The only way to know for sure is to do what He asks you to do right now. The duty of the present moment. And wait for God to reveal the next step. As you obey what you know, you will be strengthened to take the next step and the next. Step by step, one step at a time. That's how we learn to walk with God. But you say, suppose I take the first step, what will happen next? That's God's business. Your task and mine is to obey this day and leave the future to Him. The psalmist says our steps are ordered by the Lord. Chapter 37, verse 23. This day's direction is all we need. Tomorrow's instruction is of no use to us at all. George MacDonald said, "We do not understand the next page of God's lesson book. We see only that of what is before us. Nor shall we be allowed to turn the leaf until we have learned its lesson." If we concern ourselves with God's will and obey each day the direction and warnings He gives, if we walk by faith and step out in the path of obedience, we will find that God will lead us through this day. As Jesus put it, tomorrow will worry about its own things. Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. God knows each winding way I take, and every sorrow, pain, and ache. His children He will not forsake. He knows and loves His own. Bosch. Written by Bosch. Guy named Bosch. Blessed is the person who finds out which way God is moving and then goes in that direction. In Psalm 37, verse 23, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. He delights in His way. There you have it. Our daily bread, God's will. For today.
16th.
Thank you. Bacon came in late.
That's applause. It's not bacon.
Bacon and bacon.
Pardon me. Would you have any Grey Poupon?
That was good. It's funny because it fit kind of what we were talking about today, you know. I'm like having all these depressed feelings about being here. Maybe I shouldn't be here. And who knows? It's kind of good to get that reinforcement. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
I love that picture, Ed. That picture should be put on a portion plate like they do with the Pope.
Yeah.
Sell it at the Pope shop.
Possibly.
Yeah.
It's creative.
A tattoo.
Creepy, but creepy. Ew.
On somebody's ass.
Praise the Lord, thank you.
That's got to be punishment, man. That's matter of fact, here's a couple of things, a couple of items. Our word origins from John Ato. Our word of the day is debenture. Debenture or debenture. I hope that's. I apologize if I mispronounced it. Debenture. That's DEBENTURE.
Yeah.
Debenture. Okay. Debenture is simply an Anglicization of Latin word debenture. DEBENTUR.
Now, what is that a word from?
Literally, they are due. The third person plural present passive of the verb debere.
Like debt.
Yeah, like debt.
Like you owe me.
Yeah, you owe me. It supposedly arose from the practice of writing debenture or on IOUs in the late Middle Ages. The English word originally signified such IOUs issued by the government or the crown, certificates or indebtedness, to give them their formal designation. And it wasn't until the mid-19th century that the modern meaning, unsecured bond backed by general credit of a company, came into use. So that's your word for today.
There it is, in a nutshell.
There it is.
In the nutshell.
Debenture or whatever.
Yes.
Debenture. Yeah, debenture.
Now, who said this first? Who said this particular verse? The last laugh. The person with the last laugh is who appeared initially to be failing in some way, but ultimately is proven correct and successful. And usually who laughs best, I guess.
He who laughs last laughs best.
Yes.
Is that what they say?
Mm-hmm.
How come they only put half that?
Or according to St. Corinthos on General Hospital, he who laughs last probably didn't get the freaking joke. They're too stupid to get the joke.
Wow.
But the modern version is a variation of "He laugheth best that laugheth to the end," found in the Christmas Prince, written anonymously in 1607, and later in Vanberg's country house in 715. There is a version in German which "Wer zuletzt lacht, lacht am besten." He who laughs last, laughs best. And a character on Sir Walter Scott's In Peril of the Peak in 1822 refers to the old French proverb "Rire bien que rire de dernier." He laughs best who laughs last. The abbreviated English version came into popular usage during 1937 as a result of songwriters George and Ira Gershwin and their amusing song "They All Laughed" with its refrain, "Who got the last laugh? Who's got the last laugh now?" Guerin's lyrics referred to historical figures whose theories were mocked. Christopher Columbus, Marconi, the Wright brothers, but who eventually had the last laugh. It was composed for the 1937 movie Shall Dance and sung by Ginger Rogers, who was later joined by Fred Astaire for a spectacular dance routine built around the song. Astaire later sang the song himself many times, and subsequent recordings by Frank Sinatra, Chet Baker, Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Armstrong, and Andre Previn helped the term achieve wider recognition. And there you have it.
Wow.
There you have it. Who said this was the last laugh?
Yes. And who said it first again?
Someone who wrote The Christmas Prince around 1607, and then Vanberg's house 1715.
Wow.
But
I just got a video from my friend over here, and I'll give you the background story. But it's about Beyonce, and she almost got pulled off the stage into the audience by an over-enthusiastic fan.
Wow!
And if you take a look at the video, you can see her butt, of course, all over the place. And then she comes over. Now check this out. Now, yeah, she's singing that hit.
Crazy in Love, yeah.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden,
well, instead of just talking about it, you can just go ahead and copy and paste it.
It's already on the chat. It's already in there.
Oh, okay, good.
That's where you got it from.
Okay. Anyway, he almost pulled her off the stage. I mean, it's kind of scary, don't you think?
That's always a risk.
I know they did it to Elvis. Like, they used to pull on him all the time and everything.
Oh, yeah. I remember back in, I don't know if it's true, but I think back during the early 80s, when I was like in the 7th or 8th grade, I remember when Prince, The Time, and Vanity 6 performed at the Macon Coliseum, supposedly, like, Prince was performing, and one woman grabbed him right at the bullseye, right at the crowd.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some crazy female fan was trying to grab the Prince. Trying to grab him right there.
Does Prince even have a pair of nuts?
Well, yeah, believe it or not. I mean, she almost pulled him off, supposedly. Like, that's why
that guy looks like he started out as a guy, turned into a girl.
That's
and
probably why he's able to hit those high notes, you know.
No, his whole look is kind of like he looks androgynous.
Androgynous, yeah.
Yeah, androgynous.
The Cal 3000's Prince.
The Uniballer.
The Uniballer.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know about that guy. I love Prince, by the way. I saw Prince in 2 concerts. Absolutely incredible freaking talent. I mean, you talk about talent. That boy has it. Or that girl, whatever he is.
That person.
Yeah, that person. And don't say he likes women. I know a lot of lesbians that like women too. It doesn't mean anything. He still looks like a cross between a girl and a guy, doesn't he?
Yeah, possibly. He talked about on his song Controversy, which was his, I think, 3rd or 4th album. Matter of fact, that was his 4th album that he actually had. And the first album, I think, that he was actually fully clothed. Because if anyone remembers, he was like, he wasn't even like totally, he wasn't even like fully clothed in his first 3 albums. He was like, had a close-up of him back when he had a fro, which, believe it or not, this before he permed his hair. And then like the 2nd and 3rd album, he didn't have a shirt on. I mean, 2nd album, he was butt naked riding on a horse on the back cover of his
Then he had that guitar with the weird shape and looked like a big penis.
Yeah.
By the way, Hawkeye,
Yeah.
security was forcing him out, but Ansei told him to stop. If you take a look at that video, it looks like he's hugging her affectionately.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little too much, but it doesn't look like he's really like beating her up or something.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like he's loving her. Maybe she felt his love.
Maybe
she
possibly. Oh, by the way, since we talked about it, since Ant brought it up, there's a Macon native, as Ant said, Macon native Carrie Preston won the Emmy for Best Guest Actress in a Drama.
Yes, Carrie Preston. She's a Maconite.
Yeah, she's a Maconite.
She's not the one who burned her high school down with John Travolta.
Yeah, right.
She's a completely different girl.
Completely different Carrie. Yes. Carrie Preston was among the winners honored Sunday night at the Creative Arts Ceremony in Los Angeles, which is a precursor to next Sunday's Primetime Emmy Awards, which by the way, will be on next Sunday night on CBS.
Which, if you watch CBS, you'll find that they own like half the cable station now.
Yeah, Viacom. Yeah, because Preston. Primetime Emmy Awards that honored these ones that honored technical achievements in a handful of other categories. This particular ceremony, Preston was honored for her work as lawyer Elizabeth Tassioni on the CBS's drama The Good Wife. Beloved, actually, there's a picture. If you
Was she a good wife?
Well, no.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. She is, I guess, according to her husband, Michael, what's his name?
Could you suck a golf ball through 50 feet of garden hose?
Yeah.
You might have to ask her husband that. Her husband is the one who plays the spectacle guy from Person of Interest. As you know, he also played the guy on Lost. He was on Lost.
Person of Interest.
Yes,
who does he play there? The main guy?
Yeah, the main guy. The one with the glasses.
That's her husband?
Yeah, that's her husband.
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm. And also, by the way, beloved comedian Bob Newhart scored his first Primetime Emmy Award, his first win after 7 career-long nominations.
Congratulations.
For last season's guest stint on CBS comedy hit Big Bang Theory, Newhart, who played entertainer Professor Proton, he won for Best guest star on a TV show, on a sitcom. He was played Professor Proton, a TV host and former childhood hero of Sheldon Cooper's, one of the characters on the show. Been nominated 3 times for a CBS series Newhart, in which he played Vermont innkeeper, and for previous guest stints on ER and The Librarian. He is expected to return to the Big Bang Theory next season. Oscar winner Melissa Leo won the Emmy for Guest Actress in a Comedy for her role as Lori, one of Louis C.K.'s dates on FX's Louie. And Dan Bukatensky won Guest Actor for a drama in his role as a former reporter, James Novak on ABC's series Scandal. Among other awards presented for Sunday, CBS Undercover Boss won for Best Reality Program. Category distinct from Best Reality Competition Series will be presented next week.
This is so much information.
Heidi Klum and Tim Gunschiller won for Reality Series.
You gotta bridge that stuff.
The Creative Arts Ceremony will...
who the hell are we talking about now? I got all these people in my head now. I don't even know. Who won the Grammy?
Well, the Grammys won't be till February.
I mean, we got plugs for one of the shows that I hate with a passion is that
Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang Theory.
I love it. Look, nerds getting represented, and nerds actually getting a girl. Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah, wow.
But that's only make believe.
Yeah, I know this TV, but come on, man, give a dog a bone. Jeez.
Give a dog a bone. This showman came rolling home.
Yes. Well, the Creative Arts Ceremony will air Saturday night, 9 p.m. on the new FXX cable network. That's like extra FX.
Right. And how does this relate to Carrie winning?
You'll see her on there getting her award.
Oh.
That's what
there you go. Hawkeye developing, at least 12 people have been shot. Yeah, we already talked about that, Hawkeye. What can I say? You got another nutcase going crazy. I mean, These guys, they were put in wars for over 10 years, left and right, thrown into countries. They don't like life anymore. They don't like people. They don't like anybody anymore. I don't blame them. They've seen a lot of shit out there, and now they bring them home, and there's no follow-up with any of these guys. There's no mental health given to these guys. The VA service sucks, and that's what you're going to have. You're going to have post-traumatic stress disorder, where guys are going around killing people. Mm-hmm. And, you know, not that you don't want that to happen, but what do you expect?
Yeah.
These guys kept going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And who the hell knows what devil are in those details? Where lives were broken, wives were, marriages broken.
Right.
Who knows what else? Houses lost. Nobody's talking about any of that. These poor soldiers, they've been through hell and back, and then come here, they want to shoot everybody up.
Because they've been screwed when they get home.
They've been screwed over.
Yeah. I know we went a little over, but some things just had to be said.
Yeah.
But we want to say thank you to all our guests, all our mods and chatters, everyone there. Hawkeye, New Jersey, My Nuts Itch, Harry Boner, Ireland's Patriot, Irv, Kiwi Guy, Lord of Lycans, Magilla 2K3, Master Meatball, Noel, Rush 2929, Scorpio Pio, and the Hydro Glow.
And so many others that were here.
So many others here. Saibuki, and also DS Photo Guy, and...
Let's look at the Hammer over here. I think we've got something coming up.
And the Cal 3000, who also was here. Man, you're going to give me nightmares with that. Anyway. Jeez.
Well, lick my hammer.
Yeah, no thank you. Pass.
Thank you, Magilla.
It's
Thank
hammer
you.
Time.
Thank you, Hawkeye, for the story.
Mm-hmm. And also thank you, Yurak, who was here earlier.
Yurak, Saibuki, DS Photo Guy,
and Tara Leonard, Ann, who called in earlier.
Yeah, and
want to say thank you.
Thank you, everybody. You always make my day.
Yes. And don't forget to check out Monday Night Football, the Steelers versus the Bengals on ESPN 8:35 tonight on ESPN, and also Monday Night Raw on WWE on USA Network at 8 o'clock. On behalf of Irv and Ed, this is DB saying thank you for watching us. And can you smell what the roast is brewing? Don't answer that.
Keep it raw.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Like a burrito, it's a wrap.
You know what?